I know people. I know people are celebrating. They out and about. It's been a crazy week, even for me. Trying to give people information and updates while still trying to enjoy the Super Bowl and everything that comes with it. So definitely, it's been work for all of us. I know you guys are getting ready for tomorrow. A lot of people are asleep, and they was like, "Dog, how you forget to do this?" And earlier, I was gonna do it and end up going to the casino with my parents. So we are now here. Now, the Michigan Wolverines versus the UNLV Running Rebels. I have broke this down since I got off of the live stream, woke up the next day, hitting the stats, watching some games to see how the matchups would play out. And this is a close game. It's not going to be as easy as people think or thought it was going to be. It's definitely more cerebral. It's going to come down to the last second as Michigan plays an entirely different game than UNLV. They're the running rebels for a reason. They run. You cannot beat them playing your style of basketball. It was very hard for people to do that. So I have to go back to look at how they lost. I had to look at how Michigan lost, and I had to look at how UNLV lost. I said, well, let me look at how they lost to try to come up with a way, because now I have some context on how to play them. I've watched UNLV play, I think it was UConn. They won the game, but I think UConn showed some flaws in their system that you can shut down certain aspects and take it away from them and put them in a situation where they're very uncomfortable in being. Nobody likes to lose a game or lose at anything, but definitely people don't like to be in a situation. Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Yeah, they knocked me way out today. They like no notifications, basically all day.
I ain't get nothing, man.
It's been crazy.
I ain't get nothing. My mom said thank you, man. I brought her home early this morning, man.
Okay.
Got my uncle and my cousins watching over. She's fine. She's moving around. I'm here at work, sleeping at the hotel.
All right.
So yeah.
I'm glad she's doing better, man.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you, man. She just smiled and said, "Man, thank your friend Sino. Is that his name, Sino?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah, give him a big thank you from me, and you tell them you don't let YouTube stop them. You keep going. They ain't gonna stop the brothers."
Yeah, I'm gonna keep going.
Exactly. But I got UNLV, man, all day long. And the biggest reason is the mental edge. That's what I worry about with the Fab Five. They broke down mentally in the biggest games of their career. Not so much Jalen Rose, but the other guys. They made mental mistakes down the stretch in the biggest games, in championship games. It makes me say, nah, UNLV can get them.
Well, here's the thing. When I look back at it, I look at the difference. And when they did play, one of the key factors in the game would be, in my opinion, David Butler.
Right.
David Butler from UNLV would be the X factor of the game. He'd be the most important person of the game.
That's true. That's very
David
true.
Butler was so underrated, but never went pro, never played in the NBA. But
Right.
David Butler was very key to the UNLV offense. He played the defense.
Exactly.
He the reason that made it easier for LJ to not have to be the center. He was the big man on campus. He was 6'10". He could move a mountain.
You good.
That guy was in there. He was an enforcer, and he was averaging about 16 points a game.
He certainly was.
He was definitely doing it. David Butler would be the key X factor in that series.
Exactly.
There's
totally
no
agree with you.
And what people didn't also understand, though, is where Michigan had an advantage. I felt Jalen Rose at point was way better than Greg Anthony at the point.
Thank you.
The reason is the height of Jalen Rose. Jalen Rose is their X factor on the Michigan team. Right. Now, here's the problem, though. Jalen Rose they really didn't take the training wheels off Jalen until the second time they went back to the finals. The first year, they kept with a quick hook, like, hey, we got to get Kirk Taylor in there. We got to get, because he's a senior. We got to
that's why they did that, though, because he was a senior. They didn't want to make him feel a certain kind of way, but you play your horses.
Right. I mean, Jalen was going to play.
Right.
Play, but they wanted to make sure he got in the game. Then they had old Sam Mitchell come in, not the Sam Mitchell we love and know, but the Sam Mitchell that
the other guy.
Right. Grind. You had Freddie Hunter, and then you had Rod Pelinka. Pelinka used to come in and hit a three here and now. Here and there.
Help the team pass.
Right. That'll be his only basket of the game. But Rod Pelinka, he was there. But he knew I better go hit the books because I'm not going to the pros.
Exactly. He knew
now look at him making more money than the pros. Now, when they had the game, he's a 6'8" point guard. Greg Anthony couldn't guard Jalen Rose on his best day. No. Greg Anthony is 6 feet tall, barely.
Barely, if that.
Jalen Rose could shoot over him. If they would have run the offense through Jalen Rose, they could run a half-court offensive set and really lure UNLV to sleep. That's how Michigan was winning. They were taking everything you love to do, and they did a very good job at teams that like to run and slow them down. Now, if you have a very good system of running, it's going to be hard to beat them because you look at Duke. Duke is a running team. It's hard to beat them.
Right. That's what I was about to bring up. The Duke teams love to run, especially with the whip they had back then.
North Carolina, UNLV, these are running teams.
Yeah.
So if you can match up well with them, which they did, Michigan got to the finals by stopping everybody who loved to run. And when they got back into the series with Duke, it was because they knew how to stop Leitner. They knew that, okay, they're going to run. And if it's a half-court game, they're going to go to Leitner.
Right.
When they really should have been going to G Hill or Thomas Hill a little bit sooner and use their athleticism to get guys in foul trouble to get to the basket, that would have made it easier for Leitner. But they were just throwing the ball down to Leitner and was like, get the bucket.
That was the mental mistake they was making. Because G Hill would have caused too many problems if he was to get the ball early in those games and get to the sweet spot.
What's going on, my kindreds?
What's going on?
Yo.
Late, I was at the casino with mom. Yes, mom for the first time got heavy fisted. I won as soon as I sat down, and then we just basically played that money all back.
Y'all was at the tables, or y'all was at the slots?
We was at the slots, man. It was like a movie in there. Everybody from everywhere is there,
man.
But yeah, man, we in there hitting the slots. Mom got heavy fisted. Mom betting like me. I'm like, hey, slow down. I bet those amounts. Mom normally bet 40 cents.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, you normally bet.
Hey, y'all watch out, man. Make sure you don't run into Kawhi Leonard's sister up in there. You know what I'm saying? She be in the parking lot.
Oh man, come on now, come on, Frank.
She probably was. She probably waiting in the back.
Slick.
Come on, man.
Yeah, man, y'all. Hey, I gotta go with Michigan, bro. Wolverines, man.
Oh man, come on now.
I'm
Come on,
sorry.
Nick.
I got
I'm
to
sorry.
count. I got to counter Nicholas. I got to counter with that. But go ahead, brother. I want to hear this.
Well,
You
no,
know what I
I
mean?
picked
Because
UNLV.
well,
I
hey
haven't even
man,
made a decision yet.
hey man.
Well, I'm gonna go
Ah,
with you, and I'm gonna go with UNLV personally, and I'm gonna start
There
off
you
like
go,
this. You know
Frank.
what I'm saying? Michigan's best player was Chris Webber. We all know that. He was the most he would have been the most talented, most potential player out there on the floor. But Larry Johnson in college would have gave him problems. You watch Larry Johnson when he played Georgetown with Alonzo Mourning and Dikembe Mutombo, but Larry Johnson would only be 6'6", 6'7", bro. He was holding it down. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? I don't think he would have had any problems with Chris Webber. Chris Webber would still be doing. Chris Webber would still get his. Don't get you wrong, but Larry Johnson would be a nightmare for him. And then I disagree with Sino. I don't think Greg Anthony would guard Jalen Rose. I see Stacey Augman guarding Jalen Rose. I see Greg Anthony guarding Ray Jackson. I see
Mm,
Stacey Augman getting on
I can see that.
you know what I'm saying, Jalen Rose. Jalen
Right.
Rose would still, you know what I'm saying, he would still be out there flourishing, but he would have problems. And then you guys gotta remember back in the day in like '90, bro, Anderson Hunt was like the MVP of the tournament. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
I
would.
think
True.
Anderson Hunt would have. I think he kind of would have. I think he would have gave. They probably would have put Jimmy King on him. I think
You
Oh
would.
Anderson
yeah,
Hunt would have.
and
I think
I
Anderson Hunt
agree.
would have gave Jimmy King a few problems.
You're right about
No,
Yep.
that.
Jimmy King would have defensively shut him down. Jimmy had the athleticism, plus he was taller. See, UNLV was a short team. People
True,
don't realize
that's
that.
true.
It was short people. Dog, they was like Anderson Hunt. This is why he didn't make it in the league. I remember he came out and tried out, walked on for the Chicago Bulls, and he was going in there for the shoot around with the Bulls, and they was like, dude, this guy can play, but you too small, dude. You're just too small. We don't need a 6 foot tall guard, a shooting guard at 6 foot, and he
I
can't
feel
really
like
do
Jimmy King's defensively was better more like when they ran zone. You know what I'm saying? He would reach out, leak out, and try to get a steal and everything. But
it. Right. And
you know,
Jackson was really the defender. I mean,
right,
Jimmy
he
King
was.
was sound because he had good footwork. I liked his footwork. He was sound with his feet. You wasn't gonna really beat Jimmy King. That was the thing about it, and that's what I liked about him. He was, man, a junkyard dog. Him and Jackson was junkyard dogs on the defensive end of the ball. And as far as the offense, Jalen and Chris Webber would have had problems with LJ.
That's what I'm
LJ
saying.
would have
Yeah,
done
and
with
then
it.
another thing, UNLV
Like,
was older, and I want to say this. Another
Yeah,
reason why I take UNLV, I feel Jerry Tarkanian is a better coach than Steve Fisher was. I
that
feel
too.
like Jerry Tarkanian would have ran that what do you call it, the Amoeba, the Amoeba
Yeah,
defense.
Neva, all
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? The 1-1-3, 1-3-1, one
Well,
two three. Like, you know what I'm saying? They would have had to, and when they would have ran that, and they were very good, sound defensively team. They were trapping the corners. You know what I'm saying? Michigan would have really had to have shot the ball well, like almost like the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? When they ran that offense,
Exactly.
when that
And
defense.
exactly. And that's the next point I was going to bring up. UNLV
And then hold on,
played
I just wanted to say that because
Yep. They played
UNLV
Johnny
was
Hart
older
way
because
more
Jerry Tarkanian recruited older players. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of those guys came from junior college, whereas the Fab Five they were freshmen. And in
yep.
college basketball, I
True
always go with the upperclassmen over freshmen.
Yep,
right
because
about that. Yeah.
the pressure of them playing, let's say it's a championship game, then a regular season game. The pressure magnitude of that game would have been impactful.
well,
As far as the decision making down the stretch. You look at like shoot, the whole Michigan team, man, like they didn't win nothing. Like my buddy said in the Patreon, they never won nothing.
They didn't.
Right, and
They didn't.
UNLV did they beat Duke. Michigan lost
They
to Duke.
did beat them.
They
You're right
won.
about that. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about
yeah, they beat Duke. Yeah,
that. They did. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
but I say the mental edge is with UNLV because, like I said, in the big games when the pressure was on, the only one that kept it together was Jalen Rose.
You're right about that.
Weber, the best player, he was hearing footsteps.
Yeah.
You will
I'm
make mental
it's
mistakes.
the size advantage to me. I think if Michigan post them and play them in the post, they
Okay.
will half court team to death. If
Come on.
Jalen Rose get the ball, he can take you off the dribble, pull up from the free throw line, and nail that shot at
Yeah.
will.
He ain't
He's
even get you the long range
he
shot too.
was like 6'7", 6'8" point guard
Right.
with a
That's why I
cross.
say they would have had Stacey Augmon guarding them because Stacey Augmon is about 6'6". That's
Yeah,
I don't see
another
Greg Anthony guarding them.
lefty. I could see that. Two lefties. Plastic Man was cool, but see the thing about it was Plastic Man was a slasher. You know, he was a slasher. He was never somebody that was gonna come out and just like, okay, he got most of his points slashing the basket. You know, and that's off the fast break. He was great at running the breaks. And then when they got running, dude, they were unstoppable. They were scoring so many points, like everybody was almost in double figures. You don't
That's
get
what I'm
that.
saying. Oh,
Michigan ain't scoring that many points. So
No.
they gonna slow you down. Everybody probably has single digits except for Chris. You know, but right, everybody gonna have about maybe 10, if that.
and plus
They
Jawan L, you know what I mean? Jawan gonna get
court game, right? They're gonna take the shot clock all the way down before they get a playoff.
that's my point.
And I just think they size advantage over UNLV.
It's all about matchups, dog. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I just think they got the matchup to really. I'm not picking them just yet because I still think the biggest X factor they got was David Butler. David Butler at
I
the
agree.
center position was a monster. He would have been on Webb and helped out with Larry Johnson. Larry Johnson would have been free to roam, and he could rotate off of him because David Butler could hold his own at 6'10", and that's in that paint. David Butler can hold it. Now I'm like, and he could score. He was a threat to score, and he could defense and rebounds. David Butler was the guy,
Right. You
and I
can't.
was like, right,
Tino,
he
you
was.
don't think Jerry Tarkanian would out scheme Steve Fisher
Oh
in the
yeah,
chess match?
that's what
Oh, right,
that's
right.
my
Yeah, I remember him. Yeah.
that's the X factor of the game. I would believe in Tark doing that, but then again, it all depends on because UNLV shoot from behind the arc, which
You know what?
helps,
I'm on O right now. I had I still got
that helps Michigan because they gonna
Okay, Nick.
instead of going to the
Let's see
basket
you, man.
and trying to get layups. All right, Nick.
no, I ain't going nowhere. I said I'm on hold right now, man. I gotta think about it now again.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I ain't going nowhere.
sorry.
I
Oh,
ain't going.
okay. Yeah. So the only thing is UNLV shot a lot of threes, you know, and they shot from beyond the arc because Anderson Hunt shot a high percentage, and Michigan didn't really do that. But you'll help Michigan out a lot instead of putting the pressure on them going to the basket. Michigan was good at cutting the lanes off and using their size. Jawan Howard would have took advantage of Larry Johnson. They would have put Larry Johnson on him, and he would have been destroying him. And now, if you put because Jawan Howard was a monster,
Yeah, I told you Jawan. He's like 6'10", 6'11", right? Yeah,
Yep.
6'9".
6'9".
Big guy, you know what I'm saying? The only big guy UNLV had was David Butler, who was 6'10". Everybody else was like 6'6" and like 6'1".
Right.
It's about matchups.
Who was the center they had when they won the championship in '91? Who was the center they had?
David Butler. That was David Butler.
There was another guy. It was another guy. I can't think of his name. He was a 7-footer. Wasn't Butler. They had a 7. I can't think of his name though.
His name Elmore Spencer or something like that. Nah, yeah.
Cause they didn't
I remember
win.
Spencer. No, it wasn't Spencer. Hold on, give me a second.
They won it in '90, didn't they? Yeah, they won
I
it in
thought
90.
it was 90. No, they lost 90. They lost in 90 in the final
they
four.
lost
In the
in
final four, they
90.
won 91.
No, 91 Duke won, and then 91 Duke won.
Right.
That's
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, not yeah.
Yeah.
So they had
Right.
no one.
Duke beat them
Oh
in
yeah,
90.
you're right.
Yeah,
Right, Duke beat them in 91.
right.
So because remember that ruined their perfect season. They was
Right.
perfect season. The only game they lost
Right.
was the championship game against against Duke.
Dude.
And I
Right.
won so much money. So I know a lot about that. because everybody picked Loyola Marymount, the Hank Gathers and Bo Kimball.
Hank Gathers and Bo Kimball.
Yeah, but Hank Gathers died. So they made it far in the tournament. They made it all the way to play UNLV in the final four, the final eight. And they got ran. Yeah, they got beat. And
that was that year they had that moment where Bo Kimball took his first free throw left-handed for Hank Gathers, and he made it. Even though Hank Gathers couldn't make a free throw, Bo Kimball made it though for his homeboy.
Yeah, he was shooting them free throws left-handed, and everybody was loving the story. Man, my boy had no sympathy. He was UNLV all day. He was just sick with it. I mean, he was really giving it to because the people, they were just rooting out here in Illinois. They ain't have a shot, so they just went with the story of this is an amazing story. He's playing for the dead teammate. Man, Kenny ain't had no mercy. Kenny was, poor Hank Gathers. I was like, man, dog. Yeah, he was in there. I'm like, dog, just get your money and go. I was like, you see how I took my money. I stayed quiet. He was, man, I told them they wouldn't beat UNLV. I told y'all was losing y'all money. They wasn't going to beat them. That team ain't going to beat them. Poor Hank Gathers. Oh, give me my money.
That's so cold-blooded.
Yeah, it was cold, man. He didn't give a damn. Kenny was getting that money. I'm like, Kenny, you go get us jump.
What's up, y'all?
What's up, y'all?
What's up?
What up?
My man said the Fab Five was the most overrated team in NCAA history.
Oh, man.
No, they weren't, dude. There's never been a group of freshmen to really come along and do what they did. You know what I'm saying? They were true freshmen.
Yep.
I mean, these guys, besides C-Webb and Juwan playing with each other in Michigan, Detroit, they were all from different areas. Some of them didn't know each other until they got on the team.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So to be able to come together and to put together a run like they did in jail, because you start to see it happen through the season. Like they were struggling and losing games they normally would have won. Then they figured out who should get the ball at what periods and times of the game. And I think they played Duke earlier in that season. And when they played, that game when C-Webb really showed that he was for real. And you knew he was going to the league because he was going there to business.
That's what I'm saying, dog. It's like, dude, once he gets on a fast break too, he could run. He could take the ball and blast off the backboard.
Yeah. I had to say, yeah. But seeing that title, I had to say Fab Five.
C-Webb choked too.
Yeah, I had to say
C-Webb was smooth. You know what I'm saying? C-Webb was so smooth. And when he got
never seen no power forwards just come and putting the ball behind their back like that.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean,
he had moves
it's
like
nice
a guard.
to look at, but it don't mean that you're gonna win a big game because of it. I mean, it takes more than fancy moves to win.
LJ would come in and he would stop and pop. He had a soft little stop and pop jump shot from the side. He didn't have any moves like C-Webb. He wouldn't have been able to guard. No, LJ couldn't guard no C-Webb. No, C-Webb would have been scoring on him. He hooks, everything.
He's too little.
His touch was amazing. To be that big, to have that kind of, I'm like, dog, he was just really a big forward, like a big small forward. He was just, he had great moves in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
Great fake, up fake, put the ball down, dribble once, can go up. I'm like, dude, he can finish on the other side of the rim.
Yeah, and for a power forward, he had nice handles too, man.
Yeah.
Nice handles.
I used to like Jimmy King's game.
That's why I said Jimmy King was the most slept on because Jimmy King can go in the hole. He can go in the hole and he can shoot.
Jimmy King was decent, but he was more defensive minded. Like he was very sound defensively. Him and Jackson did the dirty work.
Right.
That's what I said. Ray Jackson and King, they worked together. Like, look, we gonna do the dirty work. We finna shut down they top guy. Whoever was
King was elusive on defense. He got a lot of steals, and he was good in transition too because he was real athletic.
I love transition because he knew he was coming. Because you know it was coming when Jalen throw that lob, he's coming.
Exactly. And defensively, they rotated. I think they were a better defensive team than UNLV. Period. They were better defensively. Defensively sound. When they was working together, you couldn't stop them.
So,
Everybody
Sino,
had assignments.
So, Sino, do you think that UNLV would turn the ball over more against Michigan?
I think they would have a tougher shooting the ball. They would have had a tougher time scoring against Michigan than any other team. Because the team that they was playing against, normally they take advantage of, well, to put it blunt, they played a bunch of white boys.
Right. They did.
They could, even though they were short and the big tall white boys, they could run them. They can run. They had speed as they ally. You can outrun Michigan. You ain't running them 5 brothers. Them brothers can run. They can catch you. Ain't finna blow by them. Which, because you 6 feet tall, you think you finna blow? No. Greg Anthony would have been shut down. Anderson Hunt wouldn't have been able to shoot those threes over Jimmy King like that, or Jackson, or the size differential. You're giving up 5 inches. They would have to swing the ball. They don't have to double. The only problem they would have had on that team would have been the center.
Yeah.
And that was it. I'm like, that's it. David Butler on the inside.
But still, another chess move, man. You still got Juwan Howard. You know what I mean? Like you said, in his day.
Yeah.
Juwan Howard is somebody who can play. He can play. He's not going to shoot above the free throw line. He'll shoot at the free throw line, and inside he'll turn around, hit that jumper. He played like Larry Johnson, but a taller version of LJ.
Right.
Well, and I think LJ's game was more explosive than Juwan Howard.
Oh, yeah, dude, is athletic.
LJ was more explosive.
Yeah, Grandmama was more explosive, jump up, boom, throw it down with power. He had very quick twitch muscles where he could just jump up real quick. Get the ball right up and just power it down because he could jump so high because he was so athletic.
And them dunks are momentum killers.
I think that because of Michigan's size and the elusiveness of, you know what I'm saying, how talented Chris Webber was, I see UNLV like Tarkanian just really running the press, the amoeba press, and them trapping the hell out the corners and forcing Michigan to, you know what I'm saying, shoot the ball.
Yeah. That's definitely good with transition.
To the clutch, and it's gonna come down to free throw shooting. That's what I believe the game going to be. It's going to come to the 1-on-1s. And that's what this game is going to be decided. And that's where it's coaching, because Tark will give him the advantage in coaching. And definitely because he schemes more, he game plans more, he calls timeouts, he makes adjustments in the game. And tell them what I want to see right now. You guys are screwing up. This is what I want to see.
Right.
I thought the best game I seen Michigan play was when they played Kentucky in the Final Four, '93.
Yeah,
that was like one of their best games to me.
That's a good.
Yeah, well, by that time they were like senior juniors. Then at that point, I don't think Webb was there no more.
Yeah, he was there.
He was there. That was the year he got drafted, but he was there.
That was
they went to overtime against because Kentucky had Jamal Mashburn.
Second year, the one they went to Duke, when they went up against Duke, or something like that.
They played Carolina. They played Carolina.
They played Carolina with the 2 timeouts of Chris called.
Yeah. They played Duke in '92.
Okay, that was Duke in '92. Then North Carolina. Right, so
they
it
was way better than Carolina. I'm a diehard Carolina fan, but they should have beat them.
But again,
that was the worst Carolina team to ever win a national championship.
But that's the worst Carolina team
in history to win a national championship.
You're right. Yeah, Mr. What was he saying? What was he saying, Sledge?
No, but Carolina, the reason why they won, they should have lost on paper. Yeah, they should have lost, but they had the mental edge. They knew if they keep the game close, and it comes down to who can make a play down the stretch in the fourth.
Yeah,
Carolina got the advantage because of the coaching.
Right.
I understand what I'm saying. Hold on. Boxing Monster think I'm saying that Michigan can't outrun them. No, I mean that they're not going to be fast breaking on Michigan like that. That's what I mean by they can't. Not like Michigan is finna outrun the running Rebel.
No, you're not. No.
What I'm saying is they're not going to be able to be. They're going to be forced into a half court game.
Right. That's what Tampa Bay got to do.
And it's going to come down to their shooting. UNLV is going to have to hit those shots. They're going to be forced to have to shoot long distance shots, use their speed, run picks and sets where they, get guys open, and then those guys going to have to knock those shots down. They're not going to be able to play like they've been playing guys in their conference, and they can outrun them. And Stacey always
right, because they were in the Big West Conference, you know what I'm saying? And back then, the Pac on the West Coast, the Pac-10 was the big conference, you know what I'm saying? They were going against the smaller teams like the Long Beach States and everybody, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yep.
That's why I feel that my pick is the Michigan Fab Five will win that game.
Oh,
I still got UNLV, baby.
Bro, it's about matchup.
Anderson Hunt,
Clark
man.
out coach Steve Fisher all day.
It is about the matchup, and I'm going with it. Even though down the stretch, I feel that UNLV was more better coached and mature. I just don't think in that game they're shooting
better coach. They were older and more mature because Tarkanian's thing was he recruited a lot of junior college players. I think Stacey Augmon went to junior college before. A couple of those guys went to junior college.
Was too.
So you know what I'm saying? I always say in college basketball, in the clutch moment, you know what I'm saying? I always take a senior over you know what I'm saying, a rookie with a lot of potential.
John Howard was one of the most mature freshmen to ever play the game.
That's true.
I agree with that. Yeah, that's true.
Freshman to ever play the game. Chris Webber played a very mature game to come in there. Juwan Howard,
but not mature.
Jalen Rose, not so much.
But not mature enough. But not mature enough to not call that timeout, though.
Right.
No, but it wasn't his fault. What's his name? He was signaling for a timeout.
Yeah, that's true. I saw that, but you still have to know as a player. You know what I'm saying? You still have to know.
You talking about Tally that was on the bench? Tally was calling that timeout. He had his hands up.
Yeah, they were calling timeout.
But you still got to know on the court. You got to know.
He did, but in the back of his mind, what Webb knew is that we didn't have a timeout. But if they said timeout, then maybe the coach made a mistake. And because it's coming from the bench. So that's coming like from the coach.
But you know what, Cino, think about
timeout, that must have meant like, what we was told was wrong. We did have an extra timeout.
Well, you know what? It's just like this. When you play ball, right? You knock the ball out of bounds. It's your job to say, no, it's our ball. It's the same. It's a similar thing.
Oh, that nigga Andrew got jokes.
It's a similar thing. What if somebody?
Oh, wow, that's funny.
Was screaming timeout, and Webber called timeout. You gonna blame that person on the sideline, or are you gonna blame it on the player for not knowing the situation?
It's not that the player didn't know the situation. The player was told the situation in the timeout they had, that they had no more timeout. But some new developed. But the coach could have made a mistake. That happens. The coach don't know the timeout situation. He'll turn the assistant coach to tell them what time it is. He be, how many timeouts we got? We got one. And the coach be, okay, we got one. Nobody knows how many timeouts somebody got in the game.
Man, you look at the scoreboard. I know what you paying these guys for. They're looking at the scoreboard. You talk to people at the timekeeper table.
Look, the timekeepers don't be knowing. The timekeepers be wrong 90% of the damn time. I've seen the timekeepers say that it was the second quarter and they were in the third. I've seen the timekeepers. Their job is to put the button on the clock. It ain't their job to keep up with who got timeouts and what. That's the coaches' them job and the refs and all them. They gotta know what, especially in college. So he was told that. And once he saw them signaling timeout, why would the bench call a timeout when they was just in the huddle and say that? So in his mind, we got an extra timeout somewhere. And they just figured it out. So in his mind, he's like, okay, timeout. Because we've been signaling for it, so I'm gonna dribble in and call this timeout. Because I know we got one now, because they signaling for it.
Yeah.
So if it's coming from the bench and they're saying timeout, not a fan, but the bench that you play for is signaling for you to call a timeout. And Webb's mind, that's telling him, we forget what we just heard in the timeout. we must got an extra timeout, and coach didn't know, and he just figured out we got an extra timeout.
Well, somebody should have helped J.R. Smith then if that was the case, because they just let him get roasted the whole game. That's the case.
J.R. Smith, that was the thing.
Come on, man. Somebody on the Cavaliers should have said
J.R. Smith problem was J.R. Smith J.R. Smith came to Oakland and he went to that Bloom dispensary over there on West Grand, got him a couple of little edibles for the game.
Yo, he did his job. He got the rebound. Somebody on the Cavaliers sideline should have said time.
George Hill is the one that blew the game. George Hill is the one that shot the ball and missed the free throw that would have put them
right. But JR bailed him out by rebounding the basketball. The coaches should have called timeout.
Exactly. The coach could have called a timeout at any time. Ty Lue said, okay, they're going to play this out. And then LeBron was like, call a timeout. But you didn't see the reason why JR didn't call a timeout is because the coach didn't call it. He got the rebound and nobody called it. So he was like, okay, we just going to play this on out. So he was going to swing it to LeBron. LeBron's like, give it to him. Give it to him. And once he missed it, then he's like, call timeout out of a panic because it was too late.
Right.
And freaking out. And LeBron let that affect the rest of the whole series. The game, that was the only game they were close in.
Right, but that was a momentum killer for them, because if they would have won game one, it would have gave them the confidence to say, okay,
you had overtime. You know what I'm saying? You had overtime to get it done.
That's true.
LeBron let it destroy him because that's the type of player he is.
He let it destroy him and then in turn destroy his whole team.
That's true. But the coach should have called timeout if that was the case. Because you know how many timeouts you got. It's like, cool, we got
no clue who just lost the game to the Boston Celtics last night.
Right, doing what he does best. Tyrone Lue.
Tyrone Lue.
I mean, he don't know what he's doing. All he had to do was call a timeout.
Right.
You had Jason Tatum in there. Brown didn't play, and neither did Paul George.
Exactly.
My thing is you had the wrong people guarding the wrong people, and you got Reggie Jackson in there getting cooked. And I'm like, dog, Reggie Jackson's getting fried.
Right.
He's literally getting fried, and you get nothing on return from him. I'm switching it up.
The best coaches in the best teams know the situation down the stretch, Cino. That's why Tom Brady is successful as he is, because he will not allow mental mistakes like that to happen.
Man, the party's been crazy out here. 50 Cent just had a party in St. Pete.
Oh,
he just had a party.
It was wild.
In St. Pete, they was mad talking about, so man, wear the mask, you know. And dude, they got a place out here.
Man, that's that, son.
Dude, they got a machine that when you walk the machine go green. It shows if you got congestion, if you got a fever, if you got any signs that were linked to COVID. And if it stay green, you can come in and kick it. If it go red, you got to take a COVID test right there on the spot before you can go into the night.
Wow.
It's crazy.
I hope they have that in Chicago soon.
Dog is dead out here, man.
I go straight to the club in a heartbeat.
Dude, that was messed up because the dude came in there and he was the only one that tested positive. And once he tested positive, they put him in there. They made him, he turned red. They made him take a COVID test. He came up positive for COVID. And they get the results like right away.
What?
Right away. So they like, you take a COVID test right there, and they can tell you right there if you got COVID. So he got COVID. They sent him away. They say you and everybody that came with you, y'all got to go.
Damn.
Even though they tested negative, they've been around him, so they got to go.
Yeah, damn.
But but about this matchup right here, man, I think what's gonna come down to is who plays in the half court set better, who can actually get more easy buckets, with more higher percentage points, and who can get
And
to
you
the
don't
line.
think the Rebels can get easy buckets? They
Dog,
can't
I'm
turn the
saying,
ball
bro,
over.
but it's a size thing, man. With Michigan, doggone, it's gonna be hard for them to guard Michigan, man. And plus, see where
exactly. The thing is about it, Michigan was athletic with their size.
that too.
They weren't a bunch of white guys who tall and stiff that you could blow right by. Like that's how Greg Anthony is started. Whoever get the rebound and start to break for UNLV. By the time they get to half court, they got 2-3 guys already running. As soon as they get the inbound pass, one pass is at half court, then they already running. They already got Stacey Augman coming down the lane. I'm like, dude, they were running. They would have running Rebels for real. And Stacey Augman would cap it off, LJ would cap it off. And this is how they right. Hunter spot up, catch and shoot. And normally all his threes was wide open. Because but if you got a guy on him, as Duke did, and Duke showed you how to beat him. And I knew Duke beat him. Grant Hill. I said, Grant Hill and Thomas Hill, these guys are going to give them fits.
And that was their first year in '91, right?
So that was the whole thing to exploit what was going to happen. I said they beat Duke that first time. They didn't utilize Grant Hill enough. And I said, you did. You did.
And he was a freshman.
Now you got Grant Hill
who can run up and down the court for days.
Right now, get the ball to Grant Hill. Grant Hill uses athleticism. Defensively, what Grant Hill did on Stacey Augman, what he switched on him and Thomas Hill, and how they switched off, and they couldn't get by G Hill. Because G Hill's side, Anderson Hunt couldn't hit those threes because they were teeing him up. And this is
forcing his shots. He forced a lot of shots too.
Of course he did. This is why I picked Michigan. I watch the games they lose, and it tells me how that game would go. That size was a difference.
That's why
the size made a difference once they couldn't run. They couldn't run on Duke. They couldn't get those runs off. They scored 13, 14 points in a row. They couldn't get those runs. The running Rebels got clipped, and Duke was going half court. They go inside, hit Leitner, hit G Hill. They was tearing them apart. They couldn't stop them in the paint. LJ couldn't guard anybody. He couldn't guard Leitner. He couldn't guard anything. They put a lot of pressure on the center. They got a lot of foul on Butler. They got a foul on him early. So that took him out of his group, and he was playing mostly on the back of his heels, playing defense more than,
He couldn't be aggressive.
Exactly. And I said, man, Michigan could have did that to them, and it'd have been worse.
But the difference between Duke and Michigan is Coach K on the sideline, who can
Coach
make
K
that
is the most
switch.
overrated coach in history.
Oh, come on,
he is. Man. No, he squandered so much talent. You know how many championships that Coach K should have?
Yeah, I mean, look,
he should have a record.
They lost so many games. They could have. They had. You know how many championships they should have won with Zion? That team should have won the national championship.
A lot of teams
should have won.
A lot of teams picked them, but that's the craziness about March Madness.
No, it ain't got nothing to do with March Madness. It's got something to do with him and his coaching decisions.
Come on, Cino. So you saying Coach Joe is a better coach?
Coach K is so overrated.
He should have won a couple more with some of those mid-2000 teams he had, like when he had DeMarcus Nelson and all them. Some of them fell short.
Yeah. I mean, it happens, man. You're not gonna win every year. It's not like that.
But I'm saying, it's not about winning every year. It's about how you coach the game. He coach on emotions. If somebody's on a run and somebody's like getting hot and they got a hot hand, he'll change the whole offense to run through them completely. Won't go back. Right. He think this is a moment in history and this is supposed to happen this way. That's just why I'm like, no, he's just having a hot hand time right now. But you don't want to keep running the offense through him and running the same play over and over again. If you keep doing that, eventually he's gonna cool down. The other team gonna call the time out, cool him out. This ain't your normal go-to guy. You don't make him your go-to guy.
That's why JJ Redick is only one. He's one-dimensional.
Exactly. He ran everything through J.J. Damn Reddick.
Yep.
Well, you know, when he had Jay Williams and Battier, I mean,
Right.
he's
Jay
had
Williams,
great
that was
teams.
his guy. He was. They consider him the greatest collegiate player in the world. I'm like, Jay Williams was not better than Christian Laettner. And I'm like,
He
No.
wasn't better than GL.
But they
What
played
about
different teams. But those were
no,
two
he
different
wasn't. He
players.
wasn't.
J.J.
what
Redick and
about
Adam
That's
Morrison
apples
were
and
the two
oranges
hottest
right
things
there.
that year.
what
2004,
about Elton
college
Brand?
basketball,
Yeah,
J.J. and
Elton
Adam.
Brand too. I mean, look, Duke had great teams. You're not gonna win every year, and most of the
It's
games
not
that they
about that.
lost
The
to,
team that
they
had Elton
deserved
Brand
to
should have
lose.
won. They had a bunch of
That's what I
teams.
said.
They had more talent. They were losing to teams. Here's the thing I'm talking about, Mr. Sledge. They are losing to teams with less talent.
Like UConn.
Right,
Like UConn.
but UConn was very talented. That's what I'm saying. People say that's an
Utah
upset.
has some talent. But they were, to me, their coach wasn't that outstanding. Duke lost because of coaching. To me, when you let Jeff Capel take those damn shots, I'm still ain't forgave him for that. You trying to make Capel Jay Williams and all these dudes. I'm like, dude, your point guard should not be your leading scorer of the game. That's not Capel's game.
Right.
Like that's not Duke basketball. That's not even how they was founded. Normally they play inside out, big man, or those were the scores and the guards. But they were the guards. They ran the point like Bobby Hurley. Those guys was running the point, finding the guys, hitting, getting those guys going. The point guard might get 6-7 points, but his job is to get some assists. Then he switched all into setting pick and roll basketball. That's all it is. Set a pick and roll. We're gonna get across here. Set a back screen so he can get open and let the guard pull up for the jump shot. I'm like, when did this become the game?
Right.
Well,
Right after Leighton and Bobby Hurley left, he changed. He changed his whole style.
To me, the players got to go out there and play the game at some point of fashion. You know what I mean? Coach K has had a lot of talent, but I guarantee you, I would tell you 3 out of the 5. If you take 5 championship games that he has lost that were bad, he deserved to lose those games because he lost to a better and talented team that was just slept on. UConn was slept on. North Carolina was slept on at a certain point, especially in the 2000 era, early 2000 era.
Terrible coaches who are overrated.
Michigan State.
Rick Pitino, another overrated coach.
Rick Pitino is overrated. I agree with you on that.
He was a horrible coach. He was a horrible one.
Right along with Rick Pitino is super overrated.
Yeah,
right along with him. Those two together, John Calipari, all three of these are overrated coaches.
I agree with you on 2 out of the 3. Coach K,
they just had the most talent, though.
better than the rest of
Kentucky just
both
had the
of
most
them
talent.
put together. Coach K is a wizard at defense and getting his guys involved in the game. Think about Christian Laettner for a second. What coach could get the best out of Christian Laettner other than Coach K, the way he coached him? He had to coach him that way with that fire and brimstone. He got him to buy in to be a pretty decent defender in college and to be respectable. That's what I'm saying. Like Coach K, his calling card is defense. He had the talent because he built the program that could get you on national TV and can get you to the league.
And you will suck once you get to the league.
Not really. Some of them not really suck.
Coach K was good at convincing the world he was important. And that was one thing that was the greatest thing he ever did. He went from Coach Krzyzewski or whatever, Mike to
Coach Krzyzewski to Coach K.
Oh man, I never realized there's so much hate for Coach K.
I'm not a Duke fan. I'm down here. I'm in this city. I'm in this city where he coached.
He don't like coach. He in North Carolina.
He's a guy that won four national championships, and He's a buster to y'all. Come
No,
on,
not
now.
me, not me.
Put
Coach
it,
K,
hey,
Coach
I'll
K.
tell you this. I'll tell you this. It's more Carolina
Because there's a
fans in
bunch of
Durham
coaches
than
out
Duke
there that
fans.
they want a damn
I'm
thing.
gonna tell you.
Hey,
All
Sled.
right.
Hey, Sled. Sino called it out though the last stream. He said, "How come Coach K never coached any of those dream teams?"
He
Yep.
was the assistant coach. He didn't want to coach the dream team. He had his opportunities,
Why didn't he?
especially after Chuck Daly. They were trying to give him the coach the dream team. He cared more about being a mentor to his
No,
players
that
and the
wasn't. No,
program.
I never said that about him. I would said that about Phil Jackson. We was talking about
Oh,
man,
I'm
Phil.
about to because I was about to say
no,
Coach
because
K
he
was
was on the
always
dream
an
team. Like
assistant.
Coach K
Yeah,
was always on the dream teams.
Yeah, he was
that's how
always
late they
on the
got
dream
on.
team.
Oh yeah,
Then
that
on top
was
of
Phil
that,
Jackson. My bad, I'm tripping, bro. That's the Crown Royal talking. Don't mind me.
yeah, it's all good. It's all good, right? It's all good, baby.
Yeah, but
I'm
I
just
was
Yeah, but
saying,
like,
like,
Coach
I'm
K.
not.
But there's a reason why he was on those dream teams, right? Because he can garner that respect and he coached the defense.
no, he knows how to get them to buy into because he can get the players and them they believe he knows something because he's Coach K.
That's
He
a
can get the
coach
players to
job, you know?
Slash. He gets the players to believe into the system, and he gets the best
Mhm.
talent every year for like the past almost 30 years. He
Yeah,
gets the
Yeah.
best
How?
talent and the best recruits
Frank,
every year. He's fell
Frank,
short so many times
Kentucky, an
because of
overrated
coaching.
team for the past 10 years. For the past 10 years, Kentucky has had the #1 class, hands down.
And plus, we talked
Duke
about this
has not
coming
as
up.
had.
far as the
Duke
X
has
and
won a
O's,
national
he's one of those.
championship.
He's a Phil Jackson type coach. Coach K is more of a Phil Jackson type. Which
Oh, he's
they
better
coach,
than Phil Jackson.
they
Come on
coach
now.
feelings. They coach personal. They want you to buy into the words. They want people who they. That's why they select certain people who
Coach
they
K
feel is
ain't
coachable.
giving out
If
books
you
and
got
doing
any type of
yogas.
swagger, if you got any type of personality,
Hard
then
Hill.
they can't.
That's
Coach
how
K know you ain't finna buy into his BS. He don't like those players. Those players ain't. They didn't come. That's when they pass on those guys. They's like, I couldn't get them. I don't want that kind of player. Like
Yeah,
he
but
could have had Derrick
you
Rose. He could
see
have
now
had,
you're gonna really say
Carmelo
that
Anthony.
he's a Phil
He didn't
Jackson
want
type
those
of coach.
players. That's why Boeheim got Carmelo. They had a chance to get Carmelo Anthony. And they had a chance to get Derrick Rose. And the reason why they didn't is because Coach K know those personalities ain't gonna fit with him. He wants somebody that's gonna buy into his his bubble of bullshit that he is the end all coach and you're coachable. Listen to my words; they will inspire you. This is a family. Love this guy next to you. This and
Oh
they
my
would,
god.
Yeah, that's why he went with Nolan Smith over Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
yep.
That's why Corey McGetty on the stage 1 year.
Well, Frank, let me
yeah,
ask
1
you a
year. Yeah,
question.
Sorna stayed 1 year,
I mean,
but
What's
let
I
me
up,
Forgot
ask you a
about
Sled?
that.
question.
Corey McGetty. Corey McGetty stayed 1 year.
Derrick Rose, we knew was going to the league, right? Right
Yeah.
away.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, well, how many years did Smith play basketball? He stayed in college a little bit longer than Derrick Rose did.
I
The
think he
And
stayed
system,
all
that
man.
4 years and
also
won a
factors,
championship.
huh?
That
But I'm
system.
saying, Nolan Smith is a kind of, you know what I'm saying. He gonna take and follow orders and do what he's gonna do. He don't have no
Right,
swag, no
right.
personality like Derrick Rose. That's why I'm saying, like Sino said, Coach K had the opportunity to get Derrick Rose. He went with
right, but the
Nolan Smith.
part of that decision that y'all didn't bring up when you're making a decision, especially like that, where it's one and done. Nowadays, or maybe two and done, maybe if it's changed.
Okay, you
But
know what? I'll
but
give you. I'll
but
give you
hold
that.
on.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Even though, because
So
back then
when you're sitting
that was
down and you're thinking
2007,
about
2008. It was
recruiting,
a little. It was still. It was just becoming really popularized. The one and done. And Coach K,
right?
you know what I'm saying, was still trying
When
to
you're
build his
sitting
team. He hadn't given in to the one and done yet at that time.
right, and
Yo. And he
the
still
coaches
don't want to
had,
do it
the
now.
coaches had to think about
Yeah.
But he
was, I
had
like
you with
Derrick
Zion.
Rose, I want Derrick Rose, but he's going to be gone in a year. What happens to the rest of my program? The point guard that plays an essential role on my program. So rather than pick Derrick Rose, who's the obvious favorite, why not pick a kid that's going to stay in college longer, be in my program longer, and hopefully
Yeah,
with a
but
good
then he
enough
turned
team to
around
win a
2-3 years
championship?
later with Jabari Parker. He knew Jabari Parker was only gonna be there 1 year because he was the best player in high school. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly.
Right.
And he was hot. And
Like,
Jabbar was hot.
they were gonna retire Coach K.
You got to take the players that
Duke was gonna retire Coach K. They's like, look, Coach, other teams are grabbing these 1-year guys and they go into championship games and they winning championships. We lost Derrick Rose, he went to the finals. We lost Carmelo Anthony, he won a championship.
Derrick Rose didn't win in the finals. You know, he missed
I know. I didn't
throws.
say that. I said he went to the championship.
He went there.
Yeah,
he went there. How many times Coach K been there?
But they went to the finals.
He went his first year.
But you're not understanding what I'm saying. You gotta like wait till the payoff come. See, here's the payoff. They get all the attention, they get sponsorships, they get all the because it's Carmelo Anthony. They got the buzz, they got Sports Center, they got all sports writers. They're getting in the papers. You can go to the championship. Nobody remembers who Derrick Rose lost to in the championship. No one cares. They killed Derrick Rose.
Kansas.
Right, Kansas won. Okay, nobody even cares.
That's because we sports fans.
Exactly. You know, but I know I did not want to see Roy Williams win at all. But anyway, this is I mean, I think Bill Self probably won. I don't know. But anyway, the point is it was about Derrick Rose. That whole thing was about Derrick Rose. And he was the star of it when Carmelo went to Syracuse. Nobody remembered nobody else on the team doing anything. They won a national championship. It was all about Carmelo for the entire season.
Yep. Vitale talked about him every week. Every week. Dick Vitale. Every week.
Yeah, exactly. It was all about him.
He did.
So look at what Boeheim was able to do for the University of Syracuse. All the money, the revenue, all that was coming into the university. Duke is losing out on all that. Talking about they don't want to get those players. Oh, the university told Coach K right away, we're going to retire you and start moving you out. You saw them start writing those articles. Coach K might be losing his desire to coach because Duke was sucking it up. They weren't at the top no more. So Duke was sucking it up, and they were saying maybe it's time for Coach K to go have that seat. So no, he had to agree to do these. No, they're going like Jabari Parker, you going to take him. Zion Williamson, you going to take him. Duke
Okafor too.
Yeah.
You Tatum, or you gonna take him?
You gonna take these 1-year players and you gonna love it. And you gonna coach them. You gonna do your job and coach them for that 1 year. Because in that 1 year, you gonna make enough money. Do you know how much Duke made? Do you know how much money Duke made off Zion?
I what you see,
they made enough money to last them 4 years. In the past 4 years. In one season, they made enough money in the last 4 years off their university of all the players that came in 4 years before Zion got there. I'm like, he made all that revenue in 1 year.
That's why he told him to go. He told Zion to leave. Zion wanted to come back to school
anyway.
He wanted to come back to school and win a championship.
No,
said, go ahead and leave.
I mean, his heart wanted to, but no, he was wanting.
He could have wanted to come back to school, but man, he wasn't coming back. Everybody, it was
like, nah, man, you too high, man.
That was super duper in the history of sports.
Like, you already developed, man. You good, dude.
Dude, they were selling out games and charging prices.
Know, man. It's just a hard thing.
That was astronomical to come see Zion play. The prices were up 3 times the amount of what it was for a regular college game.
Yeah, the prices was up 3 times the amount. You had Obama sitting courtside.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's real. It's real. It's real in this city, man. When it come to Duke, man, because when they play Carolina, God, it's so hard. It's
did
so
they play
hard
Carolina today?
Yeah.
Yo, didn't they play Carolina today?
Yep.
Yeah, they played Carolina today.
Carolina won too.
Yeah, hey, CP, your team down here acting real cocky. They got here today. They got off the plane. Oh my God, the Chiefs, man, they came here cocky, man. Yeah, they did.
Remember, they got defending champs.
Did they change on the plane? They came out on some orange suits, like. They all dapper coming out like, yeah, we gonna win. I'm like, wow.
You got to check the video C Penn did on his channel. He pulled out the cream and crimson little Kansas City jacket and everything.
Oh man, I got to see that. He's about business.
Oh yeah, he got the bomb setup. He got the intro. You know what I'm saying? For the win. He got it set up like pardon the interruption over there.
Oh,
Wow. Yeah.
Man.
they
Yeah,
And
you
you know,
better
and
check
the
his
crazy, you know,
channel
the
out.
crazy
He
part
paying
about
for
it
the
is
win.
about Duke, man. It's more Carolina fans in Durham than Duke fans.
Wow,
That's
I'm
how it is
shocked
here.
about that.
That's how it is here. It's
Yeah.
more Carolina fans than Duke fans in Durham.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
Well,
it's like
I
that.
would have never known.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Carolina,
But see,
they had the history first. Duke came along in the 90s. They were
Right.
Duke was the team that got beat up every year till Coach K got there. So that's
yep.
why he gets all the fame that he gets. But he had the horses. Like, he just happened to be a great recruiting year. You know,
Yeah.
that team with Bobby Hurley was the perfect guard for them.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
played that position flawless.
And I think I'm sorry to cut you off, but
Oh, good.
the last stream, I think we alluded to the fact that I just mentioned John Wooden. You know what I mean? I think that we said that Coach K in a way was similar to John Wooden, how he recruited players. But the thing was, John Wooden, he won and it got results out of his players as opposed to Coach K. You know
When
what I
you got
mean?
Kareem, you
But
should
still,
win.
you had horses as well. You know what I
No,
mean? You
come
had
on.
players.
Come
I'm
on,
not comparing players. I'm just talking about talent, period. Oh, you know what I mean?
Nah,
Each year.
didn't didn't he have Bill Walton at one point?
You had Bill Walton,
Yeah.
but I'm not comparing players,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Yeah,
I'm
what
he
I'm
just
had
saying
Bill
you had
saying.
Walton. He
talent
had
overall.
Lou
Come on now.
Alcindor.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
yeah. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying,
I'm
dog. They
just
went
saying.
off
I
about
mean,
13 straight
I mean,
championships.
I'm just saying he got
comparing John
results
Wooden,
though.
who's the greatest of all time in college coaching,
I'm
comparing him
talking
to
about the way
Coach
they
K.
recruited. That's what I'm saying. And
Dean
Yeah,
was
that's
good.
not
Dean
my
was just
fault.
as good.
But the
36
thing
years,
is, like,
you know.
the recruiting class like that, if you to go to UCLA is like everybody's dream. Like, if you was a star player at that time, you wanted to go to UCLA.
right.
Like, they knew
Oh yeah,
Lou Alcindor was going to UCLA. There was no doubt about that. Bill
right.
Walton, he was going to go to UCLA. They had the best players in the world. Like, some of the best players that
Right.
played there. And back then, the game was a big man game.
Yeah.
So, so everybody
Right.
had
Right.
a big man. So a talented big man
Right.
was going to go to UCLA. And they was going to play through him.
Now, what I'll say to your point, Nick, is that's why I got so much respect for Coach K. You know, because he comes from that Bobby Knight tree of coaching too.
Yeah, he
You
comes
know
from
what I
Bobby
Yeah,
mean?
he
Knight.
does. Yes, he does.
And he basically took a program that was doormats and turned
Yeah,
them into champions and be respectable.
I
And
give
that
him
I
goes
give him
a
credit for
long
respect.
that,
I
way.
for
give him
making
respect.
himself seem important. But Christian Laettner was a freak of nature. This wasn't coaching. This was the right, like, all the stars aligned perfectly for Duke. No one was looking at Christian Laettner when they drafted him. When they drafted Christian Laettner, it was like, okay, you got Christian Laettner.
Right.
Here's a
Right.
little rich boy, right? Who's 6'11". You know, he played from New York. He played for what?
Right.
Angola.
Christian, to
Yeah,
me,
so he was a
the
tough
issue with
kid, even though he looked like a little, just
Brad.
rich frat boy.
Yeah.
But he was
the
actually
thing with
somebody.
Christian Laettner to me is Christian Laettner, he needed a coach like Coach K to bring the best out of him. And that's to me why he failed on the NBA level. I think he could have had a better NBA career, but he didn't have the right coach to bring out the best out of him. And Coach K brought the best out of him, which is why he had so many clutch moments for Duke. And again,
You know
that's
who they
that's
thought
just
was going to be
coaching and
their
knowing
star
your
player?
players.
You know who they thought was going to
Huh?
be their star player? The guy from Chicago named Marty Clark.
Marty Clark,
Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah,
He
Marty Clark.
played with Isaiah at St. Oh, he didn't play with Isaiah, but he went to Isaiah's high school, St. Joseph. So he
Yeah,
went
he
to
played his high school.
high school. Right. So that's why everybody thought Marty Clark, he was 6'6". He's like, oh, this kid could be like Michael Jordan. No.
Nope.
No.
Marty Clark was
No.
not going to be the guy. This is the guy Coach K was going to run his offense through. Marty Clark. See, this is what people don't know. Antonio Lane come from Mobile, Alabama. Antonio Lane was in high school one of the best double guys in the
country. Yeah,
Alabama. That's what I'm trying to tell you. People don't even know how this team was. Antonio Lane was good at getting double doubles from college. He can go in there. He know how to rebound. He knew how to play defense, and he will get double doubles. And the guy can get fouls. He know how to draw fouls. Had a very mature game. Antonio Lane, right? Then
Yep.
you got Brian Davis, the muscle-bound football transitioning over to basketball guy. Brian Davis.
He sucked.
Right. Thank you. He sucked.
Yeah.
But Marty Clark and Brian Davis was his guys. Christian Laettner.
I think T trying to get in the chat.
Yeah, T trying to get in. Yeah.
Oh, T here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, T missed the show. T, you missed the show.
Here we go.
I missed the show.
How you
What
doing,
happened?
T?
We did the whole
What's
breakdown.
going on, T?
Yeah.
What up, T?
We did the whole breakdown.
Oh, the running Rebels and the Wolverines.
Yeah, I went with Michigan.
I did too. I had to.
I went with UNLV. I stayed on cold with the West Coast.
Rebels.
I had to.
Saying, you know where I'm going down. Like they had too many players that can do too many things. You know what I'm saying? Like
Michigan.
between Howard, Juwan, and C. Webb and Jalen. I mean, you got all three can handle the ball like guards. You know what
That's
I'm
what I'm saying. And T, what I alluded to, what I said earlier, man. I said what the game is going to come down to is who plays better in the half court setting, who can get easier shots to go. You know what I mean? And I think Michigan had more tools, and you know what I mean. And that's in the box.
The half court really wasn't that game. That game, I mean, they could play in the half court, but transition was that game. You know what I'm saying? Because like C. Webb can handle the ball. He could bring the ball up the court. You know what I'm saying? And they were all tall. They could see over the defenses. Like, you know what I'm saying? Transition is where they used to get it in at. That was the strength for the Rebels too. They can run the ball too. But like, I think we just had too many ball handlers for them.
Right.
What about when it comes down to coaching? T, you think Steve Fisher is a better coach than Jerry Tarkanian?
Steve Fisher, Steve Fisher was supposed to just be a stopgap coach. Like the team, the person who started putting that team together was actually Bill Freehand. I think that was his name. But he's the one. Steve Fisher took over in '89. So that team that won the tournament
championship.
Yeah, that wasn't Steve Fisher's team. Bill Freeman had put that team together, and they fired in the middle of the season. You know what I'm saying? And then Steve, it's like Freeman, he's the one he had got this whole ball rolling. You know what I'm saying? And I can't remember why they fired him. He said something out the way, and they fired him in the middle of the season.
I remember that when he got fired.
Yep, and Steve Fisher took over and just, he just he could have got more out that team if he was a better coach. You know what I'm saying? So I think most definitely they suffer from coaching. Yeah.
Terry Mills and Glenn Rice on that championship team.
Shout out to the Pistons, man. They almost pulled it off tonight.
Yeah, I heard double OT.
Double overtime. They had the game and over the regular overtime. The refs was giving them this game. I was laughing. The refs was cheating. They were cheating the Lakers, and I was laughing my ass off. They were like, that ain't a foul. I'm like, yeah, it was. But the refs is like, look, man, we got to get this to the Pistons because everybody dumped money on the Lakers to win tonight, and Derrick Rose ain't playing, Blake ain't playing, Ellington ain't playing. They ain't had nobody there, and they was giving them the business. My man Josh Jackson was getting off on them. He had about 30. LeBron was getting cooked. I was like, man, everybody was taking him off the dribble. It was
Josh Jackson at 30.
Oh yeah, he had about 30 tonight. It was
Wow.
the
Well,
game.
speaking of score, you saw Steph Curry with the light skin power had about 56 tonight.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He had about 2 and 5
Yeah.
or something like that, 56 and 5 or something.
I heard they got screwed. I didn't watch the whole game though. I heard they got screwed.
Yeah, they got
They
screwed at
cheated,
the
man.
end. The ball hit the line, the baseline, and Porzingis tapped it and it went to Luka and they shot a 3 and made it. But the ball clearly hit the line when you watch the replay.
The referee standing right there looking at it too.
And I'm like, why didn't they go and review it? But they need Luka them to get a win. So
Yeah.
because they looking
Then
bad.
they came back down. They took a shot. They missed. They came down on defense. They got a steal, which might have been a little soft foul, but they originally called it a foul. But then they changed the call, got it a steal. But what killed the Warriors was it was a one-on-one situation with Luka and Wiggins, and Luka had low key been kind of cooking Wiggins a little here and there with that step back. So Juan Anderson went and double team, and he opened it up. Just gave Cleveland or whatever that dude's name is a wide open shot. So that's how they lost.
Right. Yeah, man. Aside from that, man, no defense is being played that game. I'm like, this is terrible.
Hey,
Yeah,
you what you saying about Marty Clark?
Chief
What you saying
fans
about Marty
ran
Clark?
up on me today. I was waiting for it. They ran up on the wrong one. They ran up on the wrong one today.
Finally found some.
Oh yeah, because they mostly came on Friday. They were flying in on the weekend, so a lot of them came in on Friday and Saturday, and they went to the convention. As you see, your boy, I outran Derrick Henry. Run a 4.51. You saw that?
Yeah, we saw that.
Ran a 4.51. You see that? Because you run against the
Man, it looked like Robert Tractor Trailer running the fast break, Doug.
He was running on the side of me on the computer screen. They got that. Yeah, you got to race him.
Man, that man, because he was running.
I was like, man, he finna catch me, because first I'm like, dude, did they even start it? Because I'm blowing him away. Then he just goes zzz, and catch up to you because he runs a 4.54 on the 40. That's his 40 time.
Yeah, man. I saw you was running, then you dive in, you dove in.
Yeah, I did. Man, I was falling. I'm like, man, I'm falling for those mats. They got the mats over there. Man, I was going with them, man.
So wait a minute, Dad. What was the 40 time? What was the 40 time, Cino?
4.51. A 4.51.
Was that non-win aided?
Oh, my leg's still on fire, B.
That man was gone. He was gone and died.
Man, I was gone. They was like, oh, Brady's serious. They was, go, Brady. I took off, man. You see me, I had the hands flying. I put up the video and showed all the Super Bowl rings. They had a ring. They had all the MVP rings there. They had the Chief ring.
Yeah, about time you let me in this mug.
You weren't here.
Terrorize your stream now.
You weren't here.
I know I wasn't there. It took him a minute to send the link because I said send the link like minutes ago.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, YouTube not
I
me.
sent the link. I sent it.
So yes, you know what time it is though, man.
He said that's what happened.
Pen, what a cream and crimson jacket at?
He said didn't start on time. You really ran a 5.0.
Hey, Cino, man, that video was funny as hell, man.
Yeah,
I was like, ain't no way he ran a 5.4. Cino looks. That was like 15 years ago, Cino. Tell him.
Oh man, why don't y'all let Cino be great?
You set your legs on fire.
Dude, that just shows you 10 years ago, it wouldn't have been no chance. It'd have been no chance if the quick was too much. I was going by everybody. I had a quick first step on the basketball court. That was my thing. Man, I just zip. And I'm like, dude, they was like, dude, you are too fast. I was, man, so I knew, I was like, man, I know I can outrun Derrick Henry. I ain't talking about no wide receivers, but I'm like, Derrick Henry, I'm like, as slow as he run, I'm like, now he'll run through me. But I was like, I don't see no breakaway speed like that, but
he one of them dudes that gotta get up there.
Right, I'm like, man,
well, nah, Henry has what you call in-game speed.
Yeah, in game.
You don't see it
when he
until
run,
you live.
when he get
Like
once he get them legs rolling and get some steam going.
Yeah,
Terrell Davis
freight
was the
train.
same way.
Downhill
Look
runner.
fast.
Yeah, because that's
in-game
right. Because at the end of that 40, he started to pick up. You could see it on the screen. He just starts zip. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, new age
running.
Yeah,
but I want to chime in on this combo though, man. I got Michigan though, man. It'll be a good ass game, but I got Michigan.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I picked Michigan too. I picked Michigan too.
Yeah. See,
wow.
I had Michigan winning.
Well, I'm just saying, like, and they had the size. They had the size. Like, Eric, what's his name?
Chris Webber
Eric Riley was 7-1.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Keep calling CPD Wade, man. I don't know what.
What the hell?
And Chris Webber was able to play the 4 like how Draymond plays the 4. He could bring up the ball. He could pass. He could shoot. Chris Webber was the truth, man, for real.
Juwan Howard.
Juwan Howard won a championship.
Juwan Howard played the 5. You know, they had a nice solid team.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Chris Webber, he can do it all, man. I mean,
but in this game, it always comes down to coaching and execution.
Especially at the college level.
It's a close game.
At the college level. And that's kind of what hurt them in the long run, is them being like a young team like that. You know what I'm saying? Like all freshmen. You know what I'm saying? Like they was. I mean, you know, the freshman teams that come along nowadays, they always get knocked out early. You know what I'm saying? Sweet 16 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you got to have some experience. So them even getting to the championship game, was a feat in itself. And not to mention the impact that they had. I said this last night. You know what I'm saying? Like they impact was far beyond just the game of basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody was wearing the black socks with the baggy shorts, baggy shorts and the black shorts. Everybody was wearing that. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a thing. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, I definitely take the Fab Five.
Man, that's why I picked UNLV, because coaching and execution down the stretch. If that game is close, they can catch Michigan.
You got a point though, because UCLA, you know, they was dominating for a long time, man. For a long time, they was nice. You know, they had a long run.
Yeah, they should have beat that Carolina team. Man, I'm still mad about
they
that.
should have beat the Duke team too. Hey, I was saying this last night. I don't understand how they lost to North Carolina, dog. It was like Eric Montross was on that team. Like they had some real like nobody's on that team.
That was the worst North Carolina team to win the championship.
Yeah, by far. It was
Donald Williams was a shooter.
But they deserve to win. You said they didn't.
No, you know why they won? Because it was a team full of seniors. You know what I'm saying? That's why they won, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like they was
all that experience.
No, I'm not saying it was their fault, but I'm saying that's why they won, Dad. And they won because it was a team full of seniors. You know what I'm saying?
What's the ACP, man? What's up with y'all team, man? Y'all out here popping pills, getting drunk driving, smashing up kids. What y'all doing out here, man?
Man, that's the same Andy Reid son that got in trouble before, dog. Like, that dude's just dumb, man. I don't get it. on the week of the Super Bowl, dog.
That's your coach's son. That's the coach's son, man, you know.
But that's one reason why he got up out of Philly though too. Because Andy Reid's son was out here getting high off that dope.
Yep.
Yep.
Just stupid, bro.
Oh boy.
You
With all
know,
these damn
so
distractions, bro.
Well,
Like Marty
that's a tough situation, though, man.
yeah, but now he hit some
Situation,
little
man. You can
kids.
try to
They
get
got
help
some
from
little
your
kids
opponent.
in there, man,
yeah,
fighting for their
he
life.
had kids in the car. Yeah, he had kids in the car. You can't do that. It's one thing. It's one thing to do it when you alone as you, but you got kids in the car.
Right, but
Come
you
on,
know what?
dog.
When you a full,
Well, there was
but
kids in the
nah,
other
when you're a
car.
full
There was
grown
kids in that
drinker, you're
second
not
car
thinking
that he
sensible.
hit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? When
Oh,
you
they were in
on
the
that
other
dope for
car.
real, when you hooked
Yeah,
on it, there's
yeah,
no
some kids in that
rationality.
second car that was parked.
Oh, somebody brought up a good point. They said Michigan missed too many free throws. Yeah, and those 1-and-1.
Okay,
Yeah,
lack
they
of
did.
execution.
I mean, but they have
You
people who can
right.
shoot.
Lack
You
of
So,
right.
execution.
saying like
That's a good point, man.
free throws. They had dudes that could shoot free throws. But yeah, your big stars like Chris Webber.
You got to execute at the end of the game, man. You right. You right though. You got a point.
Right, and they should have put the ball in Jalen Rose's hands more and make him the guy.
Whether you want to
to
look at it
execute
as
down the
free
stretch,
throws or whether
especially
you want to
against
look at it with
Grizzly and
Chris
Jason.
Webber's issue
I
with the
mean,
timeout, it all comes
Chris,
down to execution, late game execution. You got a point. You
they
got a
were
Exactly.
point.
young. Daddy. We're talking about a team full of freshmen. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they got
But they
that all
weren't
day.
freshmen when they
All,
went
all
into North
things, all
Carolina.
things being equal, you know what I'm saying? Like that on the talent level is just uncomparable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but talent don't always win championships, man. It takes the other things to bring them
I
the
understand.
championship.
I
Look at the
Hey,
understand that.
City
We
T,
Bulls.
already know.
what
We
you think
got
We
about
already
Coach
know they
K?
didn't win.
What
They
you think
didn't win
about
the.
Coach K? That's what I want to know. Coach K. What you think about him, T? Coach.
I think, man, like
that's a biased
in
question, C-Dub.
contrary to what Sledge is saying, talent in college, talent can put you over the top. You know what I'm saying? And surmount bad coaching. Because, like I say, that 89-90 team, they won with Steve Fisher. Steve Fisher's not a good coach. You know what I'm saying? So I think Coach K was
Damn, you gonna out your coach,
great.
man?
He was
Come on,
great at
man.
getting talent. Coach K was great at getting talent. You know what I'm saying? And I can't
Yeah,
take that
but he
away from
never won with that talent though, for real.
I
Oh
Not a
man.
mean,
lot. I feel like
he's got like
he
what, 4
underachieved.
championships, 5
I
championships?
feel like he underachieved for real because he gets all
Hey,
that talent
the man
every
is a
year.
5-time champion, and you should call him a buster.
Yeah, like
I'm
what are you
not
talking
calling
about?
him a buster. I just think he underachieved.
He came from the school of
he gets top
byproducts.
five. He gets top 3 talent every year.
Okay,
And I
but you
feel
No,
still
like
have
hold on,
hold on.
hold on.
You
That
still
man
got
has
teams
had
out here like
average
North
talent in the
Carolina,
past 10 years.
Michigan. You still got teams out here like North Carolina, Michigan,
Michigan
Kansas.
State.
I don't know. Maybe
They all recruit. They all recruit on
I
that
hold him
same
to a
level.
high. I hold Coach K to a high standard because he coached the Olympics, and he's not. I do look. I don't know. You right. I gotta give it to him. He's nice. He's nice. He's a
Look,
good
I
coach.
don't like dude.
Hey,
I don't like dude. But
I just sit back more from him because
His
he
calling
always
card is
has
I
defense.
he
never
always
liked
has
dude.
top tier
But
talent.
yeah, I mean that's a lot of dude. Dean Smith always had top tier talent. You know what I'm saying? But Dean Smith, he could get it done without the top tier talent. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's what separates Coach K from a Dean Smith. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But
I don't
like
know. I'm a
Coach,
little
Bobby
biased
Knight.
because
He
I
won
look at
Bobby
Jay
Knight.
Wright,
Bobby Knight could coach.
and they don't get
Bobby
top
Knight
tier
could
talent
coach
Oh
over
my
there,
rings
and they
God.
be
around
winning.
Coach K.
Come on now.
Bobby Knight could coach rings around Coach K.
Coach K
Bobby
took
Nice,
him
yeah,
nice. Bobby Nice,
I
from
agree.
yeah.
garbage
As a
and turned him
coach,
into champion.
he's slipping. You know what I'm saying? But like
He came from the school of
as somebody who
byproducts.
can procure talent and put talent together, you know what I'm saying? Like he's somebody. He gets the top players every year. So
Right. Coach
we
K
really
I
need to
can't
get
said.
on
take that away from him.
Calipari. That's what we really need to get on. That dude be getting
Oh,
talked about
we've
like every
already
Oh
talked
Coach
yeah,
about
K
those
oh
hasn't had talent
players
in
on the
yeah.
12
pod.
years.
Calipari, yeah,
Man,
Other
he ain't
than
yeah,
nothing but a
Zion,
booster, a lobbyist. That's
yeah.
all he
He
is.
ain't
are you
nothing.
willing to say that
right. He
Duke
should have
has the
more than one
best
title.
talent over
Well,
Kentucky? Kentucky had the #1 recruiting class for the past 10 years.
Oh,
And he
Yeah,
before
only
that,
won
what
one
about
chip.
Louisville?
And only one
yeah.
championship, dog.
What about
He
Louisville?
must
Louisville.
have more than one championship. I'm sorry.
Louisville always
Louisville's overrated. I give you that, Cino.
Because they had the talent, but he's not a coach.
But we know,
All
who Tally is.
He's the drugstore cowboy.
Patino is a cheat. I don't even consider him like he cheats himself. He don't even let the boosters do it. He goes and cheats himself. And then when when the sanctions get ready to come out, then he be out. You know what I'm saying?
That's why he left Memphis. That's why
that's why he left Louisville.
We know who he is.
Where he back somewhere though. Where he's somewhere now though. Where Rick at now?
Right. Everybody know he's crooked, and he just like, look, everybody know I'm a crook. They keep hiring me.
Right.
You know I'm a crook.
Right.
But
you know how
where he at now? Where he at now?
You know how I get down, son. I can get the money.
I don't know.
Turn your program around.
I got a comment on the cash rules. Cash rules. Look, are you saying that because Coach K only won like 5 championships and you want to win more? I mean, look, that was the teams he lost to were great teams in their own right.
No, they were better coach.
Look how Patino did Edgar Sosa. He was supposed to be the next big guard. He straight, you know what I'm saying, deflated his career damn near.
Yeah, for Louisville.
Well, I mean, he had a lot to do with that, though, on the personal level.
When Grant Hill was there, they should have won the national championship that year. The year when Chris Laettner was gone, and they 94. Made that run. Yeah, Arkansas. That was the year they should have went, and they should have won it that year. Nobody thought they were going to be great. That the whole offense changed, and it was all Grant Hill making that happen. Grant Hill was basically point forward in college, and they couldn't stop him.
Right.
They could not stop him at all. Grant Hill was getting by everybody and finishing at the rim. He was
blowing right past him in the half.
That's when a lot of my generation started rooting for Duke. When Grant Hill was down there.
Grant Hill, he used to get the rebound and just push it right up the court, run right by everybody.
Yeah, Grant was nice, man. I remember that.
So the whole game changed, and I'm like, he wasn't coaching that. I was looking because when the game got hot and they needed coaching.
My God.
And people forget Stackhouse and Wallace was at Carolina their freshman year there. Grant Hill's last year.
Didn't Mike get 2 rings?
He got 1.
He got 1.
What was the question?
No. That Michael Jordan, North Carolina, he only got 1 ring there.
Yeah, he only got 1.
He only got 1. Now look how many years they were together. North Carolina lost to North Carolina State the year after.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. That's right. They lost to North Carolina State in the tournament. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean,
that was 85. That was 85, bro. North Carolina State was 85, wasn't it?
83. 83.
83.
You're after.
Yeah, after the championship.
Because Indiana won 82. And then, no, 81. Indiana won 81. Carolina won 82. NC State won 83.
Yeah, because Zeke was on that Indiana team in 81.
Right.
85 was Georgetown.
North Carolina went up against North Carolina State and struggled that whole game. And they Michael was in foul trouble, but Worthy, I don't know what happened to Worthy in that game.
Worthy was gone. Worthy was already in the NBA.
Worthy was in the NBA.
Yeah, Worthy was gone after that.
Yeah, Worthy was gone already.
But
he played 1 year with Mike. He played 1 year with Mike. He got most valuable player. Then he stopped.
He ended up getting drafted at 82. He was
a number 1 pick.
I remember Jordan was in foul trouble in that game against North Carolina State.
Yeah,
you know,
him and Sam Perkins was there. Sam Perkins was there.
North Carolina was a better team, way better team than North Carolina State. They should have rolled them over easily to get back to the Final Four. But that's what I mean. Like, just because you got the number 1 drafting class doesn't mean you're gonna win.
Oh no!
You know what I mean?
Especially in NCAA basketball.
Nah, but what I'm saying is like
he wasn't the leader yet. That next year after they won the championship, he couldn't lead that team. He was a sophomore.
Right, but you know what?
Right.
My thing is this. Again, with Coach Dean, right? My thing is this. You just got a kid to hit the game-winning shot to win you a championship. Worthy is gone. Who's your next best talented player?
He
Who
was
you should
still
go
only a sophomore though. See,
Sam
the game
Perkins.
was
right,
different back then. Yeah,
right. So that
the
was
game was
two.
different.
Yeah.
The leaders were the leaders are the seniors. You know what I'm
Then
saying?
you got to
Those are
remember too, Jimmy
Duke,
Black was
Duke
gone too.
had
The
the
point guard had left. The point guard
right, but
graduated too.
that's my point with Coach K and Duke. They went through the same issues that Carolina and all other great dynasties go through in college basketball. Just because you have the most talent, it doesn't guarantee you a spot on top of championship basketball. It's not like the
yeah,
BCS in
absolutely.
football. It's not like how college football is today with the little Final Four. Why you think Alabama is dominating, winning like all these championships in a row? You know what I mean? The setup is way different. So in college basketball, if you come in hot at the right time and you are gelling, you got a chance to knock out the giant.
But check it, man. People want to call UNLV dad like the greatest of all time or one of the greatest of all time.
No, I wouldn't say that.
They didn't play nobody. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't say that. I mean,
They
I
went
wouldn't
30.
say
What
that
they
at
went
all.
30-0. They didn't play nobody, man.
No, but you know what? They did beat the teams in front of them. You know, now I would say, now I
Man, I love Rundy, man. Rundy comes with that positivity, man.
hey, what is he supposed to do?
But let me
I
tell
got
you
one
something,
question,
Rundy.
dog.
In college, you make the schedule.
Hey, they beat the teams.
You pick the
They
people
beat
on
the
your
teams in
schedule.
front of them.
Yeah, we said that earlier.
Right?
They were
They
in the
beat the
Big West
teams in
Conference,
front
and
of them.
back then the
Yeah,
Pac-10 was the
You
biggest
can't.
conference. So UNLV
Oh
was
right.
man,
going
There
up
wasn't
against
nobody
like
in the
Kenny
Big
Long Beach
Sky
Walker.
State,
Conference out
San
there.
Jose State,
Oh my
Fresno
God,
State. They
CT.
weren't playing the
CT,
Exactly.
what you
heaviest
started?
competition
Yeah.
every night.
CT, what you started? You see what Andrew was talking about? You see what? Come on, man.
I'm telling you, whatever job you got now, those side hustles will be life coach.
Facts, Andrew. Facts.
Put a hotline right now and start it off, life coach. But Rundy.
Listen, man.
If you call him Rundy, man, what I'm gonna do, man? My girl leaving me. What's going on?
Listen.
Hey,
You see Sledge ain't said nothing
man.
about the Madden all night. He ain't said nothing
You
about the
know what?
Madden all
Look. You
night,
know
Dad.
what?
I wonder
Oh, you
why.
already know why.
Hey, don't start this tonight, please.
You know what about
Please.
about it?
I was
No,
wondering how
no,
long
no,
this was
no.
gonna
I've been
go
on the
before it
losing
turned
streak
into Madden.
No, not
Listen.
tonight.
I've been on the losing streak against T. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Oh, no
I
cap.
suffered.
No cap.
I suffered some bad losses. No cap.
No.
No
No.
cap. I got beat.
There's a
I got
no.
beat bad. I lost 35-0 one game. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's terrible.
Yeah,
That's
35
terrible,
to
fam.
nothing, man. I
You
couldn't even
sound like
score.
an addict that's coming forward.
Hey, man,
Bro, come
it
on.
just happened.
I,
No.
Listen,
Come
Dad.
I'm
on,
mad.
You
bro.
start confessing.
Then
I'm
I
mad.
came together. We circling the wagons, baby.
Listen,
We're gonna be right
Sledge
back
is
on
having
that
this
Got
moment of
saddle
skunked.
truth
again,
right
baby.
now. He's having this moment of truth right now, Dad.
This
It
is his
feels good.
breakthrough.
He's feeling free. He's feeling nice and free. The truth set him free. You know what I'm saying? So let it
These are
all
my
go, Dad. Let it all
confessions. Just when I thought I had game in the Madden.
Well, you know what? I gotta just say this. You guys say this, man. We got a great community here.
Hey,
That
man, come
put
on,
together,
stop,
especially
man.
against the Mac. And I'm gonna be right back on that saddle again. Trust me, I'll be back dominating. I give T credit. He made me
Right,
have to
tell
go
him
back
again.
and
I swear, man,
research
you
my
should be a
game
life
and
coach.
get better.
Your
So I research
positivity
my
level
game.
is at an all-time high, man. You the
Oh,
most
that's
Yeah, man,
positive
we're
funny,
gonna
human
get
being
dog.
I've ever met.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get better. Ain't no need
That's
to get
funny,
mad. You know what I'm
man.
saying?
Oh,
That was just a sign that we wasn't as good as we thought we was. We're gonna get better.
Oh, wow.
That is.
Ed O'Bannon.
Hey,
Oh,
check it out.
please don't mention Ed
I
O'Bannon.
tried to tell you this before this all came out, and this all had to go down on the live stream. I tried to tell you that.
I mean, T, look, like I said earlier, you got to beat the teams in front of you, right? So you got
correct. I stand correct.
It ain't gonna be.
Oh man, Sledge, you got me all choked up over here, bro.
Real, man.
Hey T, let me get a Duhan.
No, here you go, Dad. I'm about to fire this Natalie off that one, Dad.
Well, you know what? Like I said, man, you're on a nice little winning streak, but it's not gonna last too much longer. So just enjoy it while you can. Enjoy these tender moments. Enjoy these tender moments. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, it's just another day at the office for me, man. Just another day at the office, man.
Hey, congratulations, man. Employee of the month.
Hey, yo.
But I'm going to come back, and I'll be back. Trust me. Stronger than ever. So, like I said,
Stevie Wonder.
the moment, baby.
Yo, Dad, this Andrew is fooling.
You still not showing your face,
Hey, Sledge, you talk a good one, bro. You could sell ice to the Eskimos. You could sell a ketchup popsicle to a woman in a white dress, dog. I gotta give it to you, bro. You gotta give it gas, dog.
I'm just not buying none of that, Dad. You know what I'm saying?
You got to give a gab, man.
You know what? My day is coming just like your day.
Stevie. Stevie Wonder over there. We got G Wade and Stevie Wonder.
Oh, God. Come on, son. That's enough.
Bear in Detroit.
Hey, Cino, what was your score for the game tomorrow?
What's man doing out here, man? He should have hit me up, Dad. Hit me up, Dad. Bear in the team.
Oh, y'all gotta chill out.
The question is, what you doing in Detroit?
That's what I said.
Wait, Bears in Detroit. What the?
Probably hollering at some hoes, Dad.
I hope you don't block them.
Man, it's a bunch of.
He probably got some hoes over there on the west side off of Joy Road or something,
huh? I wouldn't let him go out like that, Dad.
Well, Bear's a little sensitive, so I don't know, man. Like, he's a sensitive cat. I think he's more sensitive.
Bear said he got family in Detroit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's dope.
Congratulations.
That's dope.
See, that's why you finally got out of Ohio. Man.
Hey,
he got family.
You gotta get out of there, man. Gotta get out of Ohio, man.
Yeah, get that LeBronism out your blood, man. You know what I'm saying?
That whole state losing, man. The best thing they got is Ohio.
The OJ's left, Both Thugs and Harmony left, LeBron left. It's only time Bear left.
Yeah, that whole state is garbage.
Yeah, man.
Well, it's Bear and Rob B.
That would be a better debate. I mean, for stylistically, the '94 Arkansas team.
Who's on there?
90 UNLV. That would stylistically, yeah.
The 89 Michigan, the 89.
Them boys could shoot in Arkansas and Nolan Richardson.
Yeah,
Williams was on that team.
They were running gun style.
Oh yeah, Corliss Williams was on that team.
Full court press pretty much the entire game.
Yeah, Corliss Williamson. Yeah.
Somebody said Purvis Ellison is what happened in North Carolina.
Damn.
Purvis.
Purvis.
So, man, when we're going to have that big Madden tournament, we can all say.
Oh, here we listen. Now we moved on, Sledge. We moved on, bro.
I have a roll in my hand
Listen,
I had it
you better
in my hand for over a week.
listen, Sledge. You better go back to the lab.
The reason why I asked, hold on, T. I was just asking so that when you do decide to have this tournament, Tino, when you want to put us up against each other,
Here comes the
with
cap.
our deep team,
Here comes the cap.
in future tense, that will be the most significant win over T.
Here comes the cap. And it's good.
That's all I'm asking, T. That's all I'm asking, Tino. Whoever puts together the roster for who goes against who, just make sure I go up against T.
Okay, now we gonna have to come up with this Wi-Fi problem you got when you lose.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
That's
that.
for real, Dad. Because listen, Dad, one and done, Dad. If your Wi-Fi quits, you're done, Dad. It's no restart, Dad. It's over with, Dad.
All right,
One and done.
my engineer.
No extra lives, Dad. This ain't Super Mario, Dad. You don't get no extra lives, Dad.
Man, the Sledge, man, the Wi-Fi cut out, the power go off, the water stop running.
Oh man! Whenever you make the caps,
you see him fixing his lips for it, Dad. You know what I'm saying? Fixing his lips.
Coach, man, I don't know. That dude's face looked like it was like somebody took some bubble gum, chewed it up, and just put it up there. So that's
no, chill out.
Yeah. No, it really
Oh my God!
Oh, that's cold.
Oh my gosh, man! Oh God!
That was the hardest looking coach in the history. No, his hair didn't even look like it went on his head. Right. I'm like, what is up with this dude?
Oh man.
Wow. Wow. That is funny. Wow. Wow. That is fun. Oh man. That's messed up. That's messed up.
Wow.
You say they took a piece of bubble gum and smeared it on his head or something?
Oh, they just chewed it up and said, "That's be his head, right?"
Man.
Oh God.
Oh my God, man.
Oh wow. Here comes the cap. That was
Yeah, you know what? No, I'm just talking in future tense, Tino. That's all I was doing.
Right, Dad. You know what I'm saying? You can't cap on the past. You can only cap on the future. You know what I'm
saying? It's all right.
So they're ready now. He in the D, ready to play. He got an 85-inch TV.
Oh
man.
Uh-oh. I'm telling you, T, you in trouble now. He on your hometown.
Man, I'm scared. I'm scared of Bear right now. Whoa. Kool-Aid.
Bear Ben ain't want no smoke over here, Dad. This was a long time ago, Dad.
85-inch TV. He blocked Gavin.
Oh, he blocked Gavin. Oh, he played.
Gavin, man.
You blocked Gavin? Oh,
he blocked Gavin. That's how sensitive this dude is.
Come on, man.
This is very great sensitive.
Oh man, the Gavin gate got the bear, huh? The Gavin gate got the bear.
Bear be taking them L's very personally, Dad.
You see, you got a man like me. I'm taking my L's like a man. I'll tell you when I lost.
Derrick Rose getting traded back to the New York Knicks. I know he really gonna quit.
Oh hell no!
He be like, I left there already.
Who got traded back to the Knicks?
That's like Reggie Jackson coming back to the Pistons.
Oh man,
Wait, who got traded?
But you know what?
Derrick Rose. You said the Derrick Rose is Pistons are reportedly on the verge of trading Derrick Rose to the Knicks.
Boy, Gavin is annoying. Man, Gavin's better than you.
The Gavin Gate. The
Gavin
Gavin Gate.
And even when Gavin,
Gavin Gate, that
Nick,
was hilarious.
Nick,
Hey, bro,
Gavin
Quentin Lee will
was
like you for that,
he was
dog.
like in wrestling, right?
Uh-huh.
Gavin will use Jenny to call Cena during the game. He will use Harry and distraction.
Like for the interference.
For
the interference.
That's the Gavin Gate. That's the Gavin Gate.
That's the Gavin Gate, man. Yeah.
Gavin Gate, baby. Hey, Gavin is thinking.
Fab Five of the Dream Team.
Come on, man, dude.
Really?
Really?
Really? Oh my gosh.
Good Lord.
Hey, Sledge.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
Hey, Sledge.
Matter of fact, you know what?
I tell you what. This is what we're gonna do. When Nicholas turns 21 in about a year and a half and they lift the pandemic, we're gonna have the Casino for Life meet and greet in Las Vegas. And we're gonna bring the PS5. You and T can get it on right then and there. And I'm gonna bring my Nintendo 64 and I'm gonna bust all y'all in GoldenEye.
We already know what's gonna happen in the Madden, dog. We can just go straight to the GoldenEye, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Oh wow!
I know somebody that played GoldenEye, man. They know where. As soon as you die, they know where you finna come back at, and they be right there.
That's me. That's me.
That's
I'll be like, no,
Me. Do not see me in the temple. I'll be popping out from walls, all kind of shit.
Holla at me in the library, Frank.
Oh, that's funny, bro.
But yeah, Frank, I would be more than happy.
Hey, come check for me in the faculty, T.
And you know what?
I heard that.
I talked to a man at the Venetian. We can have a whole event. You know what I'm saying? Get the ballroom or a meeting space and do a whole meet and greet, baby. See,
you know, Agent Under 5, play some bond.
That's hilarious, dog. Hey man, hold on. I got a question to throw out for y'all, man. Since somebody brought out the Dream Team, man. Okay, so remember when open court when Shaq said that the Dream Team 2 would be Dream Team 1? What y'all think about that?
I think it's a joke.
No.
I think it's a joke.
That Dream Team 2.
I think it'll be a great game. At the end of the day, I think Dream Team want to take it.
Yeah.
Even though Zeke is on the other team. I mean, they had Joe Dumars, Isaiah. But this time, at that point, Isaiah wasn't Isaiah. No
well, it ain't even kind of fair for Dream Team 2 because Dream Team 2 still had Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, and Stockton.
And plus, you still had Mike. And you know what I mean? At that time, Mike was you wasn't for
Dream Team 2 had Dan Marley, Reggie Miller,
LJ,
Harry Johnson, Shaq, Dominique Wilkins,
right?
Kevin Johnson, Isaiah, Joe Dumars, Shaq, Lonzo Mourning. You know, I'm like, this is a whole like beast. If there was a B team,
wait, Alonzo was on Dream Team 2. I thought Hakeem was on Dream Team 2. Alonzo was on the 2000 team with like Ben Baker and Kevin Garnett and Carter.
Played on the Dream Team.
Nah.
Yeah, he never played on the Dream Team.
Yeah, Hakeem never played on.
He was rapping.
Hakeem didn't play on that 96 team.
No,
I don't think so.
I'm talking about 94. Dream Team 2 was 94.
We talking about Dream Team 2.
Yeah, but Hakeem never played for the U.S.
Yeah, I think he used to play for Senegal.
Yeah, he played for his home country.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, wait a minute. Here you go. Okay. So here you go. It was Shaq, Dominique Wilkins, Steve Smith was on that too.
Smitty. Yep. My boy Smitty.
And Sean Kemp. I see Sean Kemp on that too.
Yeah, he was on the 2000 team too.
Right. Yeah, but I got Dream Team 1. I got Dream Team 1 in that.
Yeah, Isaiah got hurt, so Kevin Johnson took his spot. And
right.
KD was bad. He wasn't on the first team.
Yeah.
I just seen that.
He was better than he felt he was better than Magic.
Right.
Yo, I just seen a black man win Fan of the Year. That's dope.
Yeah, Kevin Johnson was like, man, I outplayed Magic Johnson throughout the whole series in the West.
No,
And they still didn't give me my credit.
No, bro. No. Oh yeah, and they Derek Coleman was on that team too, Dream Team too. Derek Coleman, DC.
Oh, DC, yep.
DC, baby.
DC was on there. Mark Price
Derek
was on there
Coleman
too.
used to be a beast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mark Price. That's what I said. That was the B level team. Like if there was some B level players in the world that was on the B side, this the B side. This is like the ultimate B side. The only thing they was missing was John Starks.
Yo, I got love for John Starks, man. I got love for him, man.
Oh yeah.
If there was one guy I wish he would have won the ring, it would have been him. Because he had so many great highlights, man.
Choked that game 7 away.
Yeah.
Oh, that ain't his fault, man. He was born out.
Woody, what's happening with your baby?
Oh, good Lord.
Woody, Lord have
Look, be
mercy.
happy.
Woody.
Woody is Woody.
Woody.
Right.
Am I
Well, he Woody to me,
man.
man.
Oh, Woody.
Woody, man. Woody, man.
Hey man,
man.
you can't blame
I like
Stevie
the Wood.
Wonder, man.
You know
Stevie
what
is
I'm
doing the best he can. You know Stevie can't see.
Yeah, you know what? See, no, Stevie can't see, but he see everything.
Yeah, he's a genius.
That's right.
Around some way.
Man, I think they lying when he said that he could have had surgery to see, and then he didn't want to see the world because it was so evil. I'm like, man, why are you lying?
No, the reason why. No, he said he didn't want to. They was gonna give him a chance to see, and he was just saying like he don't want to do it. If God wanted him to be able to see, he would have done it. Like every year, somebody said that they can donate their eyes to Stevie Wonder, the person who was dying. That was like in the 80s when that guy was like, "I'm dying. I want to donate my eyes to Stevie Wonder," and it don't even work like that. And the guy's like, "He's like." Right, it's like it don't work that way. He's like, you just can't donate your eyes to somebody, and they like, okay, I can see now.
Right. No, your eyes are like a part of your freaking your brain and stuff, man.
People don't think about it like that. They just
People
like
really don't. It's like,
They really don't.
they think voodoo is real. They think voodoo
They
is real.
really
They got
do.
gold eyes.
Yeah, what kind of?
In there.
Well, wait a minute. And if you go to Sierra Leone and you study voodooism, there is some.
No, I'm not studying that crap at all.
The way it's done in the U.S., the way it's taught in the U.S. is way different than when you go to Sierra Leone and countries like that.
Man, that's a bunch of wickedness. That's a
Go
bunch
down
of
to Haiti.
Yeah, well, I don't care how they do it there. I won't be a part of it.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
I ain't chopping off no head and no chicken. I work at moving on.
Right.
But somebody
You ain't gotta go far to get no voodoo, Dad.
I ain't working
All I
at
have to say, if a chick ever try and cook you spaghetti, don't eat it.
Hey, CP, you getting tired over there. I see you. You fading.
Relax.
CP fading. You better get some rest tomorrow.
Hey, T, I don't think anybody picked that up, bro. The spaghetti reference.
Listen, Dad, I've been to New Orleans. I done heard all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man. Like I said, I'm from New Orleans. On my mother's side, we from New Orleans. My mom's Creole. It's different.
Well, I'm from Mississippi. I'm from my side's from Mississippi. I don't know about all
you know all about that voodoo.
What, Mississippi?
Yeah, mine too.
Run, you can sprinkle some salt on your head and you gonna shrink up like doggone Beetlejuice. Your head just shrink up.
It ain't like Beetlejuice, you know what I mean?
Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice.
Yeah, like Beetlejuice, man. But yeah, man, it's a difference. Like when you go to, like I said, you go to Freetown, Sierra Leone, where voodooism is a religion and it's deep. It's different compared to the way the U.S. practices it. It's way different.
Well,
I know they
all I
got
have to
those.
say,
The only thing
I
I know
bet
about the
Michelle's
NFL
daughter
is
got a
this.
little voodoo doll of Burundi Sledge right now. She just stabbing it with pins.
Oh my god.
He probably got one of
Y'all
him.
crazy, man.
He probably got one of Michelle.
Man.
And I ain't seen her in the chat in a minute, man.
Right.
We done ran her off. So who done
Was in
ran her
the chat.
off?
If she was in the other live stream, she'll be in the stream yard that much.
Right.
But I'm like, why don't you
But
take the link and come on in here?
please.
Right.
But yo,
Uh,
I am about to
I'm
get off
like,
here though.
we
But
need
you know,
bitches.
you about to get you about to bounce, Cino? I mean, C Pen.
Before I go, these gonna be
C Pen for the
Oh
L.
my god.
Yeah, see,
This one's gonna
you
be
gotta get your rest for tomorrow.
Oh, look at I
Now
know
you
C
know.
Pen.
Go ahead. Now you know what they say about popping the champagne bottle before the victory. Dad. You know you cursing yourself for show like that.
Hey, that's what they doing down here, man. I'm like, they was saying how the Chiefs came in too cocky, B. They came in here mad cocky.
So they mad cocky, Cino? Like
They took away the cannons. Like I ain't want to stand in line for the Lombardi trophy. I was there. I was right next to the Walter Payton Man of the Year award. But I wanted to go in line for the trophy. It was, man, that's crazy. I'm even gonna stay in line that long. So they promoted the trophy, and everybody out there, yeah. And that's why, man, I got all the Super Bowl rings. I put that video out from the Super Bowl experience one. But man, y'all came here way too cocky, and that's for the people, the dude up there who was like, he work at the hotel, who take the ticket, and like make sure the bags and everything. He was like, they arrogant, man. He was like, the Chiefs is arrogant.
Oh, for real?
Look at C Pen.
Yeah.
C Pen.
He's such a liar.
C Pen feeling real good over there, Dad.
Talking about that.
Yeah. So the NFL, the Chiefs went and got it to where the NFL, the Buccaneers can't shoot their cannons.
What?
Like on the boat. Yeah. So
it's in their stadium.
So it's a neutral site game. They like it's a neutral site game. So I'm like,
big.
yeah, it's a home game. What you talking about? You know,
They earn the right to be
Ain't
at
no
home.
right. It's
It
in
ain't
their
our fault.
stadium.
It ain't their fault that they got to earn the right to be at home.
Yeah, so the
I'm just
Chiefs,
saying,
they already playing dirty. I'm like, they already playing dirty.
Nah.
Complaining to the league. We almost
Right.
shoot
And
that
Andy
loud
Reid out here ain't wearing no suit or nothing. He wearing
But
Florida
Cino, I think it's gonna be a great game, but they gotta stop. Bucks gotta stop Mr. Hill.
Oh yeah, but it went down because they partying all night out there. Like these people that's coming to town, yeah, they partying all outside, kicking it.
I thought they was treating it like a business trip.
They
I ain't talking about
they trying to chill.
They not in Florida.
Right, somebody drove their boat up here. They docked their boat down there, and they from Kansas City. They drove their boat up here. So they got a boat out there, and they throwing parties
Now,
out
you know
there.
Kansas City Chiefs get a lot of their style from the Raiders. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so the Buccaneers, they
As far as what?
And they were shooting fireworks all night tonight.
What?
Boom, boom, boom. Them cannons was going off like crazy. They were blowing.
Man, I thought they were gonna treat it like a business trip. Like
I know that's
man, y'all on the mission.
I gotta show you.
Go home.
He's not in Florida. Mr.
Hey,
Sledge is
on
not
a
in
mission.
Florida.
In the morning, y'all trying to pop fireworks and shit.
Yep. But listen though, the league pissed off Patrick Mahomes tonight because he was third in MVP voting, which that should have never happened. How the hell Josh Allen get more votes than Patrick Mahomes? So
because Josh Allen had a better year. Josh Allen had a better year.
Hell no.
Come on, C-Pen. Let's not act like he don't got some of the best receivers out there, man. Come on, man. Come on.
How the fuck?
Look what you caring about. MVP awards. You supposed to be worried about a championship, and you getting upset about
the
MVP
award. But not no third. MVP.
Dog, he is not third. Josh Allen is not better. Didn't have a better season than Patrick.
He did.
Patrick Mahomes lost one game.
No way.
So, but they weren't dominating the
but
game.
Patrick Mahomes has a better team than Josh Allen.
Right,
Dad.
that's what I'm
That's
saying.
why.
Who is his running back?
So
He
you
only got one
blame that on the
receiver.
GM?
So wait a minute, Dad. You don't think you have a better team than the Bills?
There y'all Super
No,
Bowl
we do have
ring,
better
man.
team. Yeah, I seen it up close. I know.
Yeah, this is up close. I took a
I
picture
know.
of it.
I seen it in person.
Yeah, that's the MVP ring. The ring that should not be there. That should be in the 49ers.
Get that out of here.
Well, the 49ers show.
Hey, see, I'm trying to take Super Bowls.
Oh yeah, on the video we went through all 50
Hey,
votes.
hell no, fuck the
And
49ers.
then as soon as I got when we got to the Eagles ring, I was
Yeah,
like,
there you go, Cino.
Yeah, Richard.
Yeah. Walter
Hey,
Payton, baby.
Where's that Lions one at, man?
Man, that was so long ago.
Yeah, but you got to go back before there was a Super Bowl to see when the Lions was winning.
Yeah,
Like
it
the
wasn't even
Jackets.
the NFL. It was called something else.
Who those three Raiders at?
It's just the championship. We used to just
That's right, the Bears, baby. Get that ring by the Bears. That's the best ring that they made.
Yeah. Hey, you hear Colin call her looking at Joy Taylor tits and just
he was like, I mean,
oh yeah,
you know all these
Let me see that
things. I mean,
1976, that
excuse
1980, and that 1983 Oakland Raiders championship.
It was like, and these two titties.
I mean cities. Excuse me, my bad.
He was mesmerized.
Hey, I would have said the same thing. Hey, I would have took it a step further. I mean, them two big ass titties. I mean, them two big ass titties.
You can't say that on air, dog.
Wait, hold on.
No,
my bad.
Two titties. He's looking at them two gigantic double D's in front of.
Two titties. Excuse me.
No, he didn't, Dad.
Hey, look at Joy
No,
Taylor.
he
She's
didn't.
Oh, national TV.
Yo, I heard that.
Nigga, okay, Me Too will be there to get him in the morning.
That time Tony Gonzalez slipped up and was like speaking about that ass.
They
He's thinking about it because he's looking right at the two titties.
I mean, how would you not, man? Them titties look freaking beautiful. They look beautiful. I mean, hey,
He's like, man, I want
I would have told
to
Joy
Me Too about to get all over his ass.
Man, that's a compliment, though, man.
No, they actually didn't know because he said, "Excuse me," and he said, "I'm sorry, I apologize." And right there and there. So they
Me Too was coming for him.
Hey, everybody in the comments. All the women like, hey.
Two titties.
Hey, I'm telling you, I would have said
like
cities.
Yeah,
I was saying
I would have just got fired.
He meant to say that. Too big titties.
Let that have been Stephen A. Let that have been Stephen A. Smith. He'd have been fired on the spot.
Right.
Those two titties. I mean, cities. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. There you go, Cino.
Hey man, I mean Joy Taylor, she started laughing though because she knew her titties.
Oh, they're that Lions, man. They had them Lions helmet in there.
Yo, they should have a dress code for Joy Taylor because she be having her titties all the way out.
Hey man, how could you not look at them though?
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
what I'm saying, G. What you think?
That's the rating.
Something like
that.
Right.
That's the rating of the show.
I always tune in to Colin Currow's show.
Yeah, boy. Hey, man, I probably need to tune in to Cal.
Oh, there you go, T.
A little bit, man.
And the Raiders.
Raiders.
There you go, Uncle Frank.
Raiders.
There you go, baby. Just
win,
baby.
He grinding his teeth.
You about to tie the Raiders, dog. That's crazy. You about to tie the Raiders tonight.
Listen to
him. You got your whole division going against
wishful thinking.
You got Raiders fans going for Tom Brady. That's when you
I know. That's
you
crazy,
hate it.
ain't it?
That's when you hate it for real. Like, damn.
Hey man,
Yeah, I
it's
don't even
Like, y'all
like
forgot
Tom
about
Brady. Ain't that crazy?
more Buffalo
Damn, yo,
Bills
I
y'all
agree
forgot
with
about the
Cash,
Tuck rule?
baby.
than Chiefs fans.
Y'all forgot about the
It's
Tuck
more
rule already?
Buffalo Bill
I
fans
agree
here
with
than
Cash.
Chiefs fans. I don't understand it, but
They
it is
said we
more
should have been
Buffalo
here.
Bill fans here.
They was like, we should have been here. But, y'all boy love losing playoff games.
Man, I don't understand why they here. I'm like, why they y'all down here? Y'all, he was like, yeah, we should have been playing. I'm like, I would have rather been playing y'all.
Right, because
I knew we
That would
had
have been
that
a
in the
blowout.
because you know your boy about to lose. That's why you say that. Because you know
bag.
your boy
No, I
about to
know we
lose,
go.
man.
No, we ain't even thinking about fighting your boy. We fighting the league. We
Oh, man,
we
no,
ain't
man.
past fighting the
No,
Chiefs.
man.
We playing
No,
against the
man.
league.
Come on, CP. You got to be
Stop being
real, man. You
delusional.
can't be out here lying, man.
Nah, y'all the ones capping. Y'all the ones capping.
No,
No,
you
no, no. We
capping.
playing against the league. The league has set this up. They want Tom Brady to pass this torch to this new paper, the poster boy for the NFL, which is Mahomes.
I hope
That's
he
how they
don't.
set this up. Old line versus young line. And he's supposed to beat him and pass the torch to him. They set it up. They got the whole thing right here. That
Well,
tells the whole tale down there.
well, yeah. But believe it or not, the Bucks got more narratives going for them than the Chiefs. So
That's a lie.
I mean, that was the biggest cap I've heard.
Right.
The
I'm like,
Caps.
what channel you watching? All
They
I'm getting
got
is
three
good.
Caps.
first-round players on match.
The Caps.
I'm trying to figure out what CP be
Yeah, that's
watching
a
because
Burundi
everywhere
size
you
cat
go,
right
oh,
there.
Tyreek is gonna destroy them. Tyreek is
Yeah,
gonna
that's a
go crazy.
Burundi size
Patrick Mahomes' hair.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they got the Brady. You see, they got it all set up, baby. Brady versus Mahomes. That's all it is down here. Everywhere you go, every city, every town. I mean, every little bitty outside town.
of course.
But this is Tom Brady's moment,
But they've barely been
This
talking
Tom
about Tom
moment
Brady though. They've been
right
talking
here.
more about the Chiefs than the Bucks. That's the crazy thing.
Right, dog.
Boy,
People.
That's what it's
boy.
about.
That's a
That's
lie.
Dog, he got
That's a
6
lie.
Well,
No,
unless
That's
you
a
hear.
lie.
If you hear, this
But he
is
got 6
Tom
rings. What
down.
more you
yeah,
talking
I
about?
mean,
unless
yeah, of
you
course,
hear
if you're
in
there, you know what I
Florida.
mean. Yeah.
But outside of Florida, no, because my parents and everything, they told me like, no, it's just been the Chiefs, like Chiefs.
Come on, Christian. They be comparing Tom Brady to LeBron James and
No,
all
they
that.
compare
Man, that
LeBron to
needs to
Tom Brady.
stop.
Come
They
on.
compare LeBron to Tom
Stop.
Brady.
Talking
That's
about
Yeah,
different.
Tom way more.
They
Oh yeah, the
compare
Hall of
that
Fame.
bum to Tom Brady, bro.
Throw the football.
dang, they got all the black people
Are
together
those
because
the
it's
new
Black
people?
History Month. Oh, I get it.
No, all the black
Yeah,
men.
you already know.
Yeah, they had to get
Yeah.
all the black brothers and bring their
Yeah,
stuff.
of course. Of course.
Mm-hmm. That
Yeah.
every one is crazy.
Yeah,
When
man. But
somebody
Christian, man,
smashed Joy
you
Taylor
missed the
so she can
combo,
stop
Christian,
posting
earlier, bro.
videos. I'm so dead. I
Christian.
smashed Joy Taylor. Oh.
Oh yeah, of
But yeah,
course.
this is Brady's moment right here.
It's a dub, baby.
Bears.
There you
Bears.
go, Cino.
Now,
The
see,
Bears.
I know you showing us
Got
pictures,
that
but
Bears apparel,
can we
baby. Always
revisit
repping for the
your
city.
40-yard dash?
The
You
Bears,
said you
baby.
ran
Please.
a 4.1. You
Please.
ran an 8.8. I
About
had
8-8. Yeah,
you was every bit of 45
Nah,
when you was running,
come
my
on,
brother. I'm
man.
sorry.
Let
I
Cino
was
be
hey,
great.
cheering for
You know
you.
what I'm
I was
saying?
on your side, but I had to be real with you, man. I was
go
There's a
ahead
lot
and
of hate
count it.
in here, Cino. I ain't
Go
gonna let
ahead
it
and
ride
count
now.
it. And you get to 8 seconds. Then I'll give you 1,000. The video ain't even 8 seconds.
It don't matter. You was 8 seconds. I counted. I stopped.
The video ain't even 8 seconds.
Hey, look. I'm sorry. I
I
was
gotta
rooting
go
for you
watch
the
the
whole
video,
time.
Doug. I'm still trying to figure. I gotta see the video, Doug. See the 40,
Cino
Doug.
was out of breath. He fell into that little thing. I was God.
Not out of breath.
Hey, I was praying for you. I had my prayers on you. I was praying for you the whole time.
Now let's see no be great. You know
I was
you want to play for you want to play
I gotta be real with you.
Sledge always got his Carcino cape on, dog. Take the cape off, man.
I love Cino to death, man. But you know,
Here you go.
Man, Cino.
He did what you said.
He went faster than Richard Adams.
No, right to that bat, man.
Look at that.
He jumped right to that bat, dog.
Oh, that's
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, man, you count like that. I mean, hey, you ain't even. You better get a stopwatch when you going 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
1 second.
Dog, he is struggling. He is struggling, dog.
That is hilarious.
That ain't no 4 or 5,
Man, look, that boy Josh looking a little further in person.
Oh God!
Yeah, quick I get there. You couldn't look on the side. You
placing the ice cream tree.
That was a late start. That's a late start for Derek.
You started off great, but you just
he got a slow jump. If that's on him,
you started off great, but it was that middle part right there. That part is what messed you up. You started off great.
No, I was about to call like right here, and I was about to call like,
Yo,
see,
and I had to get
that dive, dog, is hilarious.
Like,
it was too late to put on the brakes. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta.
Oh yeah, I gotta dive.
I was like, "Where you going, Cino?"
I was headed back.
Like on Forrest Gump, Forrest Gump just run off the field. You know what I'm saying?
That man was running like Bobby.
That is hilarious, bro.
My man, I know
Motion in his arms, though.
Oh, they was go, Brady.
Nah, that form was
Lord, you running like that, bro. Come on.
You running like that dude from what's that movie that came out with the black people?
6, 7. Man, I done got up to about 6, Doug. When you hit the ball.
No. The wall is just the end. I'm already at the end by that point.
So what? The yellow is the final marker.
Yeah, I'm still running.
It's still slow.
Hey, Christian, you running like that little kid in Angels in the Outfield when Danny Glover told him to run home. He was like, run home.
My man running like the lost brother from
you know what, Cino?
Oh my God! Look at Get Out. Get out. Get out. He the lost brother
All you
right
see is
there.
ass and elbows, baby. Look at
All you gonna see is
That's
ass
the
and
running from the
elbows.
white woman. Right there. That's what that is. From the white woman.
Look at that. Hands is moving. Look at it.
I am your conscience.
See how the hands going with the
I'm Cino's conscience. I thought I was running fast.
Listen, Dad.
I ran 4-1. This is your conscience.
I blew right by the
We're about to break an ankle.
That's hilarious, bro. That is hilarious. Oh, man.
That's great, Dad. That's great, Dad.
Cino, you gave us so much entertainment. You know, you died for our cause. Like,
The motion in which he was running, bro.
Cino, look, I'm proud of you. You giving CP some great happiness before the Super Bowl. You know, that's what. You know,
Yeah, 'cause that Super Bowl gonna be rough.
It ain't gonna be rough. It ain't.
He gonna be broke.
He gonna be crying in the car. I'm telling you, he gonna cry in the car.
Not at all.
Listen, man.
I'm gonna laugh at CP tomorrow. When we got that live stream, I'm gonna laugh at CP. Yeah, man. Here's the thing, man. You know how they do it for Tom Brady, man.
Listen, now we probably won't even see C-Pen tomorrow. Now he gonna have so much debt on him. He gonna be hiding somewhere for at least 48 hours. How much you done put on the Chiefs, man?
$1,000.
You done put a whole rack on the Chiefs?
What's up, T?
How much you done put on the Chiefs this year?
Their arrogance will be their demise.
We gonna see, man. I don't think it's this year though.
Exactly.
But I got 200 on the game though.
Oh,
200?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's smart right there. That was a smart bet right there. 200.
Right, big money.
You win some, but you ain't gonna lose that much.
That's
your
AFC trophy. That's what you come with. That's what you go with. That's the Chiefs AFC trophy.
Nah, we're gonna get another Lombardi. We're gonna get another Lombardi in the trophy case.
Who?
Oh my gosh.
That's why I was on AFC championship.
Man, I'm praying for you, CP, because you're gonna be CP for the debt.
We gonna see. We gonna see, y'all.
We gonna see.
Hey, hold on, bro. Christian, man, you missed the whole combo before, man. What team you got between UNLV and Michigan?
I'll get UNLV because Chris Webber gonna call the timeout to cost him the game. So you already knew what time.
All right, there you go.
Tom Brady lock it.
Man, I'm supposed to be down there, man, but I had got into it with my girl, so hey, I just had to.
Oh man, what happened?
Man, I was gonna get the tickets, but I had got into it at the time because she booked something else.
Wow.
She booked something else, and I was like, God. And she did me a solid, so I had to do her a solid.
Oh man. Well, the woman's always right, man.
No, that's
at the end of the day.
You mad at me?
Yeah, I mean,
and I'm happy because I'm at the house. I get to be on the live. Thank God. Well, I heard the background.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean hit me up as soon as I got here. Like, I had my bags. I just walked through the door, laid my bags down. He was like, hey, let's jump on my live. I'm going to do a StreamYard. We're going to do a movie review. I mean, a review of the Super Bowl. I'm like, Sean, you don't even watch football. So I'm like, all right, this is going to be interesting. Let's get it. Somebody saying they can't find Bear. Who is this trying to play Bear?
Man, I got Bear.
Oh, Mr. Bishop, Sir Bishop. You out here playing? Oh, Sir Bishop in the match.
Bishop. Brother Bishop.
That's cool.
Right, Sir Bishop. Welcome to the family.
And the Bishop. That's cool. That's a cool name.
Sir Bishop.
Yeah.
Yeah, CP was about to fall out, man. He had to go ahead and get out of here. I saw him falling asleep. I saw him. His eyes doing. I was like,
It happens to the best of us, man. Y'all said I freaking fell out on here, man. I don't believe y'all.
Yeah, I'm staying up real late tonight, so when I go to sleep and wake up, I ain't got that long to wait.
Right.
And he said you conducting the 2K, Nick.
Man, skip 2K21. I'm not playing that crap. And plus, I ain't no PS5 anyway.
Hey, y'all get
I got the money for it.
Y'all get got me sticking a 40-yard field goal, man.
Wah.
I was supposed to get the 30.
They ain't seen no use out there kicking the ball like Charlie Brown.
Hey, Tino, I'm gonna help you with your kicking, bro. Next time, picture that football is DJ Academic's head. You kick it every time.
Oh. Oh, that's
Casino took the phone.
I don't have the right shoes.
I got the right shoes on.
Hey man, you know you be the kicker anyways.
You know, did you feel for the people that kick the phone?
That's why I won the ticket.
Damn, he said that was horrible.
Yeah. I don't have a headache.
We'll kick sometime, but I don't have a headache.
Yo, that is classic.
I got my shoes.
Yo, that is gold.
Bought you some cleats.
It was my big toe,
Yo, somebody said that was terrible.
Yeah, that's my mom. Like that was terrible.
Who playing?
Man.
Listen, man.
Oh, Nick, you need to get you a PlayStation, man. I want to play with you, man. But
I want to play, dude. I don't have enough money for it, dog. Right now, I am freaking.
We can help you. We can. I'll
get it soon.
Remember,
I'll get it soon enough.
I'm perfectly
fine with the system that I have right now.
Yeah, man, you know the Pullman porters in Chicago don't make a whole lot of money.
But I'll see y'all later.
Really, bro? All right,
Sledge.
All right. Hey, man, wait a minute. Let me hold on, Christian. Let me ask you a question. So, can you play like any pass game on the PS5 too? Like any, the backwards compatibility? How's that?
PlayStation 4 games, but a lot of like the PlayStation 2 games, they're working on it they're working on certain games. But a lot of PlayStation 2 games,
I mean, you got, you know what I mean. You got SVR 2000, SmackDown versus Raw 2006 on there, man. I want to, if you can play it on PS5.
I just want the wrestling games. I don't care about none of the other games. I just want the wrestling games. But
Nicholas, you should have never went with that trash Xbox in the first place, man.
Good Lord, come on, man. Why I gotta be trash? It's a freaking man.
Hey, Xbox was lit because the first Xbox had all the good games on it.
He got the Xbox One though.
Oh,
Xbox One is certifiably trash,
man. Come on, dog. Why can't we just get along, man? Why can't we all just get along, man?
Man, we all get along on the PS4. You know what I'm saying?
Man, tripping, bro. You're not tripping, dog. Tripping. Tripping, dog.
I know, Cino. We just, we can't hear these PS4 kids either. That's what we do. We can't hear them.
Yeah, I know.
We can't hear them.
You know what I mean?
We
right
got
now. Right now, I'm out. Right now, I am out the loop until I get back home.
Yeah, the controllers are too big for my hands, because I have I'm a 9-year-old, so I can't hold the controller like I want to hold it. Yeah, all that garbage.
Because my hands are bigger than the controller than all the controllers. I never.
Nobody told him to turn the keyboard into a video game controller, man. Nobody asked for that.
Oh, hey man, it's not their fault that you have small hands, dog. You got baby
Listen,
hands out here.
that's been like that since Xbox One.
Dog, I have never had this issue at all, dog. I
mean, the
swear.
first Xbox.
The Xbox 360 controller feels great, but all the other ones don't feel good.
Yeah, you're right.
Like the first Xbox One was.
You're right. Yeah, compared to 360, yeah.
Yeah, the 360 controller is one of the best controllers they ever ever. It was one of the best controllers.
Like, I got a real right here. Mine's red.
Is the best controller.
Yeah, mine's red.
It's the best feeling controller.
You know, Nicholas, he started out playing video games on the ColecoVision. You know what I'm
when it was just the computer, the ball.
Paul, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm stripping.
Hey, Bishop, is you from Detroit?
Yeah, tripping. Oh my God,
man! Why everybody from Detroit? They talk like a player, like a pimp. I be that's where all the pimps at. They in Detroit. The Detroit players. That's what they are. Detroit.
Ain't all the players out here in Oakland, bro. You know what I'm saying? But we mess with Detroit.
Players everywhere, man. All you say from VA.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm sorry, Uncle Frank. I'm just saying. You know
what I'm saying? This raining game in Northern California, Christian. You might want to get your umbrella.
They just
Man, I swear.
You know what I'm saying? That might go over your head like a shower faucet, but it is what it is.
Hey man, y'all be saying some wild shit. I'll be like, I'm gonna hit you with a Gatorade bottle, but let the leader pop get you. You feel me? I mean, what does that mean? I mean, what does this mean? I'm confused.
I'm losing. Yet again.
Was this inside?
Hey, man. So, I ain't been down to 40. You know what I mean? I haven't gotten a chance to go down there. You know what I mean? So, how's the scenery as far as the women go, man? How's that down?
Oh man, the women incredible. Like today, man, I'm like, I can't look. I'm with my mama.
And really?
Oh, you better than me. I be looking with my mama.
I'll most definitely shoot, man.
I be, what's up, shawty? My mom be with
No, I don't do that with moms, man. I don't do that with moms.
She really
there. Nah, I can't do that with my grandma because she'll look at me like I'm
right. I'm old school. I don't do that.
Yeah, you old school, but nigga, real old school player like Cab Calloway, Duke Ellington.
Calloway, man.
Cab Calloway.
Hey, I'm trying to figure out how Nick outlived Cicely Tyson. That's still baffling.
Oh, come on, stop with the Cicely Tyson thing.
He outlived, man.
No, that's your baby mama, nigga.
Bro. Her Cicely Tyson, man. First, you got freaking Earth, then first Eartha Kitt, then Cicely Tyson. Come on.
Who was better, man? Eartha or Cicely, Dad?
Neither, dude, man. Sorry.
Eddie James or Ella Fitzgerald.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, I bet you Eddie James was the freak, wasn't she?
I wouldn't know. She probably was. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Something to Madam C.J. Walker.
I wouldn't know.
Wait a minute, that was there.
Hey!
Finally.
Yo.
What up?
What up?
Cleveland, this is for you.
Oh, y'all got jokes.
That's Bear, Dad. Man, where you been, Dad?
1999. It's 1999.
Y'all got jokes. I'm waiting for Sir Bishop.
Oh, you know we got jokes, man. Where you been, Dad? Why you be hyped, Dad?
I ain't hyping nobody.
Man.
Bill, what happened with the Gavin Gate? What happened with the Gavin Gate? Something went down?
he was saying some crazy stuff, man.
He always
I had to
does.
stop playing him. He
He
was talking
always does.
crazy.
He always does, man. I be hearing him.
Yeah, I bet Gavin do be ready this mouth.
I can't take it no more.
Gavin little ass be talking shit.
I feel you.
I be laughing at it. I think it's funny. I be Gavin, man. I just laugh at it. I be like, oh, God. Why do I got to crush kids?
You know how you solve that Gavin problem? You don't even let him get to the end of the game, Dad. You make him quit. So you wrong for even being in the game with him.
Yeah.
I get bored. I try to beat him. Zeno don't get bored. He keep beating on him. Keep harassing him.
Yeah, I just beat somebody 35-7 with the Browns. They had the Seahawks.
Okay.
Listen, get back warmed up.
Man, you doing all right, man? I know it's been a tough season, man. You know,
it's been rough.
Yeah, you see my 40 time. You see how me Zeno run the 40.
Oh, that was funny, dog. That was some of the funniest stuff, bro. I swear. Oh God. Oh man, I swear he's
hitting field goals. I'm throwing touchdown passes. I'm running.
Cena was out there, bro. Cena was out there running with like Forrest Gump when he first got the ankle braces on, bro. Oh God. I'm sorry, it was hilarious.
My man was get out. That's how you run from white women, right there. Yeah.
Oh, he did good though. He did good though. You know.
Yeah, he ran away.
You see Cena running just like Ricky No.
Oh no.
And then how he fell in those little
That was the funniest part.
He took one drive. He took it to the bag.
That was the funniest part. Why would you not?
You know, knees was buckling when he was almost got to the field line. His knees was buckling. It was Kenny Smith out there. It was Kenny Smith.
I buckled down at the near the mid. When they hit the midpoint, I was like, whoa, I was like falling.
Listen,
Dino was looking like
shotgun, Dad. Like he got hit with the shotgun.
Dino, man.
Yeah. Yeah, what's up?
It seems like all my friends in the media, they going for the Chiefs, and it seems like only me and you going for the Buccaneers. It's me and you against the world, man.
That's how it always is.
Yeah.
All my friends, all of them picked the Chiefs, bro. I couldn't believe it.
Of course they did.
Huh?
That's why when the Bucs win, I'm gonna laugh my head off.
Hey, you should be rich as hell when they win, bro. I know you betting big.
At the end, we gonna fire them cannons. We gonna fire them cannons anyway.
And then we gonna put CP in the cannon. We gonna shoot his ass out.
Oh, CP gonna be at the ATM machine. He gonna be like, this is so. Ooh.
Andrew Walker, that is enough, man. That's enough of that cap shit tonight.
I knew I shouldn't have bet on the Chiefs.
That's enough.
No, everybody on the street is picking the Chiefs, bro. Everybody.
Oh, that's Jay Flowers. Jay Flowers 23. If y'all want to step up and play him on the phone, go ahead.
Hey, Cino, hey, we ain't finna let CP slide because I don't want CP to be like I never said who I was going for. I bet it on the point spread. No. That's what he's gonna try to do. I bet it on the point spread. So
he's from Kansas City. No,
I know, but you know how people are. You know how they get.
Oh no, he betting on no. He rolling.
I hate both teams.
I won't put it past him.
I hate Kansas City and I hate the Bucks. But I think I'd rather see Tampa win now since Kansas City beat the Browns.
Yeah, CP got his own channel.
CP.
Yeah, you ain't been on CPN channel yet? CPN channel dope.
No, I never been on there yet.
Yeah, CPN channel dope.
Yeah, you got to send me his channel so I can go in there and laugh at him.
Fucking niggers.
Oh, hey, Gotino.
Yeah.
Hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, I'm finna lay it down. I'm finna lay it down for the Super Bowl tomorrow, man. I holler at y'all later, but yeah, all them
All
clowns
right.
are picking your teeth, man. All
Don't
them
worry,
clowns
we
are
go
picking
we
your
gonna
teeth.
get them.
Man, we're not even gonna start with this Eli greater than Tom Brady nonsense tonight. It's too late for that.
That's right.
Hey,
Too late for
let
this
the
nonsense.
Giant fans have it. You know, that's what they that's all they got, man. All they got is Eli.
Where you at, Bishop?
Those two I know, right?
I'm waiting,
Man.
Bishop.
Oh, Stino, man, what's up, man? Whoa, what is
Bishop, I
that?
don't see your line.
What is happening right now?
Somebody got some screech action going on. It's an echo.
I swear I thought the Kinnison troll was in here for a half a second.
Yeah, that's not me. I had muted me and I was like, whoa, what is that?
We good here.
It's not me.
Man, what's going on? Man, I hate the WandaVision time that they doing
What?
for the season. Like, stop saying it's 40 minutes and then you go give us 20 minutes of credit scenes and only 15 minutes of the show. I think that's just
Nice.
20 minutes of credit scenes.
I mean,
yes,
like the
that's
credits be extra
WandaVision.
long at the end. Yes, it is
WandaVision
too
be
late,
making me
man.
so
It is
mad.
definitely too late. Tell you,
It's making you so mad.
Yes, I feel like Nicholas. Every time I watch, I be getting so angry. I be like, "What is this? We get 15 minutes of a show and then 40 minutes of straight credit scenes,
What kind of crap is that?
and giving everybody credit for their
nah,
production of the
the
show."
episodes be extra short. They
They
only
do.
It's like a waste of time then.
That's what I'm saying. It make me not even want to watch it no more. And then they keep hyping up the show. We gonna have a Luke Skywalker type cameo, and then all it was Petro, which we already knew who was gonna be there. It's like it's so ridiculous. I'm like, bro,
I didn't know
don't
he was
just
gonna
shut
be
up.
there.
Who?
I didn't know he was gonna be there.
Yeah. Yeah, Petro's on it. They already told you that, like, because they showed you in the trailer because they put out the wrong trailer. They put out a trailer for episode 6 instead of episode 5.
Oh, I didn't even see. I don't never see the trailer.
Yeah, that's what they end up doing. They end up putting out the wrong trailer, and so they was like, "Oh, we didn't messed up." So because they already showed us that Vision is gonna break out of the what's called it. He gonna break out the thing out the town. They
Yeah,
put that in the trailer. Yeah, but I'm just like, I feel like this show is such a waste of time. I'm like, Warner Brothers, this is your time to get to step up to the plate. Because I'm like,
Oh,
y'all
you know
was really
damn
just
well that
wasting
shit
my
ain't gonna
time.
happen because it hasn't happened in years.
Huh?
I like the show.
I do too. It's just too short.
Sean think it's the most racist show ever made.
I can see why he says that.
Thing ever. I was cracking up on the floor. I'm like,
I can see
Sean,
why he
you
said it.
did this live.
The WandaVision?
Yeah.
He was like, man, you see that? The black woman and the black man, they got everybody black on there. It's just terrible. The black man, he's so stupid. He cutting through the concrete wall. Ain't nobody white did nothing but the concrete wall.
I understand where you're coming from because I ain't gonna lie, I said the same thing.
Right there, I ain't see
I'm
it.
like, why everybody else get to do regular stuff and be at the talent show and they got the brother doing dumb stuff?
Yeah.
They simulating out like the 60s, how the 60s sitcoms. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And then they was like,
The black man used to be the big man.
Babies, and then she gonna throw the black woman out.
Exactly. They just let that ride. It's Wanda.
Wanda Vision, huh?
But
Yeah,
sometimes
man.
I like the Shield. Like when they go to the government and stuff, the Shield. I
It
like
don't
that
sound
more
like
than
it's
the
going
actual
well
show.
over there,
We not even playing yet. I'm still waiting for him. I'm in practice
Oh,
mode.
you in practice mode?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, Cena, I was gonna ask you this yesterday, but I dipped out, man. Hey, y'all know who Tony Baker is? Any one of y'all?
Yeah,
No.
from All Deaf Digital.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So, I'm subscribed to his YouTube channel, man. He made like a list of his top 5 hip hop albums, man. Got me, you know what I mean? He got me. I made my own list, man. I want y'all to tell me what y'all think. I made my own. It's not North, so y'all mind? Y'all mind?
Spit 'em, man.
Go ahead. The floor
Just to
is
get y'all
yours.
opinion. What? I'm just what?
Man, another
What?
one. Now you want to do another top 5.
I'm not doing no top 5. I said just let me name mine. Let me name mine. Y'all don't gotta do nothing. Y'all ain't gotta do nothing. I
Like
just want y'all opinion on what I
starting
got.
at number
Good
5,
Lord.
the Delphonics.
Good God.
Floating.
I'm not even going that far back, man. Good Lord. Delphonics. Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes.
Yeah, who y'all got? Paul Williams, Marvin Jr. from the
Oh.
Yeah, man. So
Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Big Bad Wolf.
Y'all funny, bro. Y'all funny, man. Y'all funny.
The Silent Times of the Night.
Bro, yeah, all right. Yeah, we good now? We good?
Yeah, we good.
Go ahead with the bad shit.
So it ain't, okay, so it ain't in order. So,
Beethoven.
We good now? Like, hey, all right.
Okay.
Y'all got it out? Y'all get everything out.
Beethoven.
Y'all get everything out.
All right, I'm done.
All right. You sure?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right. So I started off with Paid in Full by Eric B. and Rakim. I got Mama Said Knock You Out. I got It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. Death Certificate, Into the 36 Chambers, Low End Theory, Illmatic, Ready to Die.
Yeah, that's way more than 5, bro.
No, I was just naming. No, okay. Well, yeah, well, I'll stop at 5.
I was like, dang.
I was like, wait a minute. 5 ain't 5 no more.
I was just running down. Okay, never mind. Yeah. That's the 5 though.
Oh,
That's the 5 though. Just to start
that
off.
was like 7.
It was 7, but yeah. I mean,
So
what y'all think?
top 5? You didn't make a top 5. You just went through the whole thing random.
He had 25, but I just want that's yeah. This is it wasn't in
What was
order.
your top 5? What was your 5? Give us your 5. You named like 7.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
he
my 5 is well, my 5 is Paid in Full, Mama Said Knock You Out, Destination of Millions to Hold Us Back, Into the 36 Chambers, and Low End Theory.
Low End Theory.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong.
Crap! No. Hold on, my fault. Illmatic, my fault. Over Low End Theory, my fault.
Okay.
I'm tweaking.
That's an impressive list.
I'm tweaking.
But it wouldn't be my top 5.
Okay.
Nations of Millions would definitely be probably 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That and
that's my
Fear
number
of the
3.
Black Planet.
Yeah, I was gonna say Fear of a Black Planet.
I agree.
Polly Wanna Crack is
And
one
I'm
of
from
my
the West Coast, so I
favorite.
gotta put, you know what I'm saying, America's Most Wanted in there by Ice Cube.
America's Most, not over Death Certificate.
I mean, Death Certificate. Yeah, Death Certificate.
Gotta go before that. I would take the Bad album over Mama album.
I thought about that, man, but
Yeah, it all depends.
I love my song that Round the Way Girl. That's my song. So
Yeah, that's always
Where
a
you at,
classic.
Bishop?
You can't go wrong there. But shoot, when I hear anything on that album in a car from the Bad album, the cuts, the breakthrough 357, I'm gonna break it all down.
yeah.
I hear that. The doo-wop. I listen to the doo-wop. Man, I used to listen to that riding the car. That was a classic.
I just started Mama Said Knock You Out. You know what I mean? You know, the song. You know what I mean? The Murdergram and freaking To the Break of Dawn. And, you know.
You can't go wrong with that. I mean,
Around the Way
Girl.
You know what I mean?
It's a great album. 14 songs all the way through. They were classic. They were great. Low End Theory, another great one to go. I mean, it's galore on that one.
Yeah.
Me, man. I'm looking at Illmatic would probably be definitely number 2 if I had a list of it. It'd probably be Nation of Millions.
I gotta throw the Purple Tape in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
The Purple Tape. I mean, I love that album, but I couldn't say it was.
Man, I've bought that album like 3
That
times.
was the hottest thing, 95, bro. No other album topped that 95.
Now I don't know. Just the album was tough too, but from a hustler's perspective, that's the hustler's album. Like
I'm just thinking about
that's
like
the hustlers, and that's for the mental. That's for the brothers that's into the knowledge.
Ray
Shit,
rap
you know what I'm saying?
Ray and Ghost rap for the street dudes, the hustlers. Everything like the Clarks, the Gold Link, only built the hustlers. Wallaby.
No, but then they came with the knowledge for the brothers that's into the knowledge. They came with the knowledge on that album. You know what I'm saying? What's today's mathematics? Knowledge God. You know what I'm saying? Papa Wu spitting the jewels on the end. So it was for the hustlers, but it was also for the brothers that was in the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they had like a diverse demographic, because you know what I'm saying? A lot of white, other people that was into our culture and everything, they was listening to it. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get little seasoned jewels here and there.
Liquid Swords came right after that, and Liquid Swords was incredible. I've never seen a rap album with black guys and white guys on the chessboard, and brothers are slicing them with liquid swords and killing
That's probably my favorite album.
On the album cover. I'm like, oh, Jesus, they killing white folks on the album cover.
on the freaking chessboard at that.
On the chessboard. Like got a guillotine over a white dude's head, cutting his head off. The fatal flying guillotine. Man, I was like, man, they got that chopping the dude's head off.
They got a freaking man.
Yeah, I mean, I know this ain't like a top great album, but I love the Thug Life album. That's like one of my favorite projects.
Oh yeah, Thug Life album.
Straight
great project there.
Yeah. Oh no!
I mean, that got me through a breakup. Like Pac was a good album to listen to when you going through a breakup and you pissed off. He get you right in that mode. Cause I swear that whole breakup with that '96 man, when that album was perfect for all the BS I was going through with her, man. Shoot.
Oh, was that one of your hood stories, right?
You said what?
I said, man, I think you put in one of the hood stories.
Oh yeah, exactly. I did. That was the CD that got me through it was Machiavelli. Machiavelli got me through that. Because that's the only thing kept me from not going to jail for life.
Machiavelli make you want to go to war, dad. Like,
yeah,
it won't you going to war.
Yeah, exactly. From the first song, my energy out into that record.
From the first song, dog, bomb first, bro. It took me so long to get that song.
I almost lost my girlfriend over Machiavelli.
I played that album and banged out to that album because I was like, if I don't, I'm gonna take it all out on her. I will be your honor. I didn't hit her. I ran her over. There's a
Yeah. What y'all think about paid in full though? I had paid in full in my top five too.
I never put my hands on her. I hit her
Oh
with
yeah, paid in full definitely
then I
was up
backed
there.
off of her and I ran over.
Paying full cool.
Yeah, I had put I said paid in full in my top five too.
One of my personal
It's
favorite
your
albums that might be a top 25. I got Scarface, The Fix.
Fix?
The Fix was never my favorite Scarface album. Ain't
Oh,
nothing
that was
gonna
my favorite
be
Scarface
the
album.
world is yours. That
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
would let me on it.
My favorite was
Diary
the
of a
Diary.
Madman, that was a good one.
That's what I'm saying.
The Diary.
Diary, dog. That's mine.
The
Diary was my
Diary
shit.
was good, but the Diary can mess with the world is yours.
I ain't gonna argue with
You
you.
right.
Face to face, the world is yours.
That's my favorite though.
I'm not going to argue with that. I am not going to argue that at all.
Click, click, bang, bang, lay it down, you're dead. The niggas was never able to take it to the head. It's hard to explain how it is when it's on. But rule number one is get the shit and get it gone. Shooting up the enemy, making niggas hate you. Straight soft ankle motherfuckers came to break you. Niggas, I thought you knew I chopped that ass up like a butcher. And on the have you seen me files is where I put you. I used to pack a pistol, but Uzi's doing better though. 1993, come and roll us on federal. Fucking if I fall, then I fall with my head high. Living for my family once I see my partner those die. Letting these niggas know that we be playing this shit for real. Living in the 90s, you either kill or you either get killed. Somebody said it ain't no love, and I can see it. So if it's no more than bring it on because I need it. These niggas fighting fire with fire, so bring your hard hat, AK-47 to your face. Now where your guard at? Oh,
the hardest MC ever, man. I'm like the hardest MC in hip hop, dog, for me.
And that was the real Benny the Butcher. That was the real butcher.
Y'all gonna right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
That was the butcher coming for you.
For real. For real, dog. For real, man.
You know, I always be laughing that when you did the South albums, I always laugh about that one. When you said that Juvenile put Louisiana on the map, I kept telling people that. They think that, I don't know why you think that Lil Wayne, I think it's just these new fans that they ain't from Louisiana, that don't know, that just think that Lil Wayne put Louisiana on the map, which he didn't.
Nah, when they first came out, bro, Juvie
really
was
didn't.
the one, bro. Juvie was the hottest one, bro. Hands down.
Juvie blew them up. You know what I'm
I
saying?
remember Master P back in the day with the Ice Cream Man song. That's when I found out. I'm like, dudes is in little.
Yeah, but he took that from us out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, he wasn't really blown up from Louisiana. Like people from Louisiana really don't like Master P.
Yo,
Like, a lot of
I
like
thought that shit was trash, guy.
What, Master P?
That Ice Cream Man, when I first heard that, I'm like, who is this garbage dude that would look like he got a little dope fiend in the corner playing the piano?
Yeah, that Master P movie was so fake, man. That's what like, man, everybody that No Limit movie. I was like, man, this movie is trash. That No Limit movie was so fake.
Which one? He had a bunch of kind of garbage movies.
Oh, the one he just came out with, the documentary on No Limit.
Hot Boys.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Oh, on BT.
Oh,
man, I wasn't a fan of that No Limit movie, period, dog. That music, bro. The music they put out, man, I was not a fan. Sorry.
The Hot Boys movie was trash.
Yeah, I was about to say, I know one night we was talking about one of the Master P movies where
Hot Boy
fucking
movie
and
was
doing karate.
hell, depending on who you watching it for. The Master P movie, Hot Boys, that's the one you talk about. That's the one that started the beef with them and with Cash Money. Because they took their name Hot Boys and made the movie, Hot Boys with Silk the Shocker. Man, he was
doing kung fu. He was doing
the worst rapper all time.
Yep. The worst rapper of all time.
Dog, they
He
had
was
Jeff Speakman in the movie, man. That's what made it even like more stupid. It's like Jeff Speakman. What the hell Jeff Speakman doing in this? Jeff Speakman was in the damn movie, dog, and I'm like, he was his martial arts instructor. And he was in the movie for 5 minutes just to bridge the part in there that he knows karate.
Karate.
But
it was
Clifton
so
Powell is
stupid.
the reason to watch that movie. Dog, Clifton Powell deserves an Oscar for playing that damn role. He plays the villain, but he's great.
Hey, Clifton Powell is always great as well. Cuddy, he's always great as villain.
Oh yeah.
Master be out there dry snitching on everybody out there. He was out there snitching.
There he was. Master P played the snitch in the movie. And he looked real comfortable in that role.
Listen, that's him.
I ain't about to go back to no
He was
ghetto.
very
They ain't gonna shoot me out here in these streets, man. I ain't trying to go back to jail for nobody, man. I try to do right by everybody, man. Now I'm gonna do what I gotta do to stay out here on these streets, man. I try to get everybody to live right. I can't get everybody to live right like me. I'm like, he was telling on his brother, right, man. Your name is C Murder, man, and you got, when you got everybody calling you C Murder, that's how the judge looking at you, man. So and at the end of the day, man, a kid is dead. So I'm like, but I'm like, he in jail for something he didn't do.
Right, all these years. Good Lord.
And they know who the shooter is.
Trying
They
to
already know this.
He trying to get his brother to tell on him. He's like, man, I mean, they at home, man, with their families and living their life, man, and they ain't even thinking about you, man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's your life or their life. I'm like, are you trying to tell your brother to ride him out? Just roll over on them?
That's exactly what he did. I was like, wow.
That's exactly what he did.
He said it.
Man,
He should have been doing what Snoop Dogg did. Should have paid Trump off to get C Murder out. He would have got done.
Yeah, I mean, that was one of the most surprising scenes, though, in the whole movie, going back to Hot Boys. I never saw the girl dying in that violent way by the police in custody like that. That was crazy. I ain't see that coming at all. That pissed a lot of people off.
The NOPD shady.
Yeah, but I ain't shady like that. With a black woman like that, I mean, young black girl, man, and kill her up in jail like that. Man, they went off. Man, I'd have went off too. I was mad and I saw that. I didn't even see that coming.
Too much.
I got the hookup was all right.